Well, Lance, we did it. Red Falcon is eradicated, and it's easy street from here on out. Yeah, but don't you miss it? The thrill of the run. The glory of the grind. I like easy street. I just feel like, I don't know. Maybe I just miss plowing down pipsqueaks with my pal. Don't worry, Lance. We can still plow. Who the hell? Big Fuzz?
Red Falcon has returned.
What? Yes.
We were planning our huge comeback, but we got distracted when we all started making fun of you. Anyway, since you think you're so fast, we thought it would be funny if we held a race.
Absolutely not. We'll never cater to your... We'll be there, asshole. And thanks a lot. We really needed this.
Okay, racers. Try to do your best. Remember, anything can happen. Okay, get ready. Go.
Okay, first jump. Idiot. 3, 4. Wouldn't happen to me. I'm playing it safe. It's a waste of a good lounge.
In this game, super speedy. And then we have Gagai and JD Silva. Also, I'd like to point out two Canadians here, Archie Coffey and JD Silva versus Gagai, who is American and maybe slowed down by some stuffing. So, we'll have to go extra fast to take on these runners today. It is going to be 5 races. We are doing Mario Kart scoring. So first place gets 3 points, second place 2 points, third place 1 point, and then there's also a bonus point for best overall time. So it's going to be a really fun show for you tonight. My name is Tozzle, and joining me on the comms is Subtle Wookie. Wookie, how you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Oh, I'm great. I'm so excited for this. I get excited. It doesn't matter what Contra game we're playing. The community is great, and I'm always excited to have more racing.
Yes, definitely. Really exciting here. And 3 really good racers. And I think we have I think he's been calling himself the returning champion, even if this isn't the same format necessarily. So we'll see if he can defend his crown here tonight.
I like the attitude. That's fantastic. I also
JD.
love these pictures.
Yes, Mixer does these, I believe, and he does such a good job. The Archie one looks so believable too. It's like you can't even see the Photoshop.
Yeah, it's just Archie, and look at the rock guns on Gagai here.
I wouldn't want to mess with that guy.
Oh, absolutely not. Here we go.
Oh.
Yours truly, the run and gun guy, 22. I love this. He gets all the G's for all the PBs.
Yeah, and he recently pretty recently got his first sub 10. I think that was maybe a couple of months ago now. Yeah, but huge milestone there. And, congrats again to him for that, because that's the last minute barrier that anyone's ever probably going to break in this game. And it's always such a milestone. to accomplish that.
I mean, it's incredible. This is like a well-played game, and I think, 12? There's probably only 12 runners that have broken.
Yeah, it's like 10 or 12 people have ever done that. So you're in the pantheon now.
Elite company here.
Yes. Yeah. We got a quote, too. Oh, we missed smashing is life, don't fear the mash. Yes.
Yeah.
There it is.
Oh, good.
What do we got for JD?
This is hysterical. Wizard of Waterfall and skipping. Like, are we talking like real life skipping or waterfall skipping?
I'd like to see JD skipping. That's a fun mental image.
Oh yeah. This is hilarious. Was this this weekend? Drink exactly 2 beers always? Well, maybe not always. I mean, that I need vids or no dids for that one.
I think I've seen him drink at least 6 on his soldering streams lately, so I don't think that's exactly accurate.
Well, it's always exactly 2. No, I'm trying to think of a way to get around it, but I can't. It also has an any percent PB of 10.19, which is also crazy fast.
Super good. And
low 10s, unbelievable.
Yeah. And JD has the potential absolutely to get sub 1010. He just needs to put a little time, and he can absolutely get it. So he's right up there with the other guys here. And
it's Contra, right? I mean, it's anyone's race at any time. All you need to do is die, take that one death at a point where you don't get to refill your spread anytime soon, and that's it, You've lost a bunch of time.
I think we've all been there where, Bill gets hit in his toe, and then you're done, basically.
No, not even that. Like, they hit the wisps of the back end of your bandana, and then it's over and out.
And
I love this. This is a great picture.
Classic Archie.
I also love that we have a French and also English. Very, very Canadian. These are the rules here in Canada. If you show something in English, you also have to show it in French. So very nice, representing the Quebecois contingent here, Archie. The most inconsistent sub 10 runner coming at you live. Likes to cover his baldness with hats. It's great.
I'm trying to think if I've seen Archie without a hat, and maybe I haven't. I didn't even know this was a thing. Now, okay, we're learning things tonight.
Exactly, we're learning some super secrets that you wouldn't find anywhere else unless you were eating leftovers and watching Contra races. So,
AI took his job. Oh no.
So I think we're getting set up here. I think our runners are ready to go. Again, this is 5 races. This is a marathon of races. So we're expecting that's a lot of Contra, yeah. We're expecting, blistering paces, sub 12s from our runners here. Wookie, do you want to give the countdown for our runners? Tell them that we're ready to go and set them off.
I think our racers are good to go. I think they're all muted, so let me see. I'm going to wait till JD gets on the
select screen.
Yeah, so I'll wait till I see the select mashing, and then we'll do a 3, 2, 1 and go, right? I think that's
as long as you tell the racers that it's 3, 2, 1, go, they've got it. Or go on, go.
Yeah. Okay. So I think we're good. I'm seeing the mash. So let's get ready. 3, 2, 1, go.
All right. So Wookie is the pro here of Contra. Oh yeah. There's always a little bit of a delay. Don't worry. They'll be starting shortly.
Okay.
I'm flavor commentary. I do know some things, and Wookie's going to correct all the inaccuracies that I provide for you tonight. But I think all of us are pretty familiar with the original Contra game of the series.
Okay, there we go. Yeah,
you have to keep moving forward. And most importantly, do not die. All of our runners here are going to be picking up the spread weapon. The spread is kind of the key to Contra, OG Contra. I never, do you call it Contra 1? I always have a hard time with that. I would just say OG Contra. Spread is key to OG Contra.
I just say Contra,
It's just Contra. But then people are like, which Contra?
It's true.
But yeah, so they're looking to get the spread weapon, and then they're looking to get the R, which makes you shoot much faster.
Yeah, and especially critical on the base stages. You can kind of get through without getting R on the side-scrolling stages, but in the base stages, it is the absolute most depressing thing to have spread without the R because it moves so slow.
Oh, I'm always scared for the first wall here because it's completely random, and they all made it through, so that's key. This is the start of a race. Great race.
I think it looked like they all got good patterns, too, I think. Or either they handled the pattern they got well, because no one got hit there. You love to see.
It looked like everyone was playing it a little bit cautiously to make sure that they didn't die, because I think you don't want to go into base 1 without your... Oh, that just sounds nightmarish, actually, without your spread.
It's miserable, because you won't be able to get spread until the top of Waterfall.
So in Contra, in the original Contra here, with especially with this particular stage, you're looking for like a mash rhythm, because... I don't know like exactly technically how it works for those of you who don't play original Contra, but basically when your spread ball hits an enemy, if you fire at that moment, you can fire again, and you can end up shooting like a rapid fire instead of like in clusters of 5, and then that allows you to do a lot more damage and base 1 quickly. Unfortunately, Archie did take a death on base 1 boss, so he will have to be going to the Waterfall low %. That's good. He's giving our other runners a head start, given that he is the fastest time of our runners today. So,
and I know that Archie said he says he always feels like he struggles on that boss, which boggles my mind because he's such a good runner. But of course, anything can happen in a race too.
And you know what I find too, like just as a person who speedruns games, there's sometimes that things just get into your head or under your skin, and they kind of follow you. You know, like it's almost like a thorn in your side, and you just tend to... It's a mental game. There's a lot of mental in speedrunning.
The mental game is huge in speedrunning. And I think G-Guy, he always does, I think, a 2-skip in races, which I think we're seeing now. Which Jeremy I guess I just said that without explaining what skips are, but...
Well, I think this is my lay speak, like I said, I'll just be the colored noob commentary, but apparently it depends on, like, as you jump or something, you're moving the screen, and then you're able to pull off some skips based on your very specific jumping.
Yeah, it's like a specific pattern that you follow each time. You do the exact same jumps, and you'll, if you do it right, you can end up saving some time. And there's various flavors to it, but...
there goes Archie again.
Yeah, looks like maybe he's just kind of still getting into his groove on this one, but Archie
still not very far behind, all things considered, and we have 5 races. So
and Archie is very experienced. My last race here, I actually got hit before going to base 2, and I took a DNF because I just could not finish with the pea shooter. But I don't think Archie's gonna have any trouble getting through the base here, since he's very experienced in all categories.
It's so funny, like, how difficult the game is. Like, I always joke, like, the reason why I got into speedrunning Contra 3 is because I couldn't beat the game casually. So, they're hard games, right?
Yeah, that is the way, right? You learn the tactics. Now, does JD not... JD does not have rapid here, so I must have missed him dying, but you can see how slowly his bullets are moving on the bottom of the screen there. It looks... He does not... If you compare it to G-Guy and see that, like, steady stream, the bullet hose... JD's bullets are moving much slower. So
yeah, those are like the bursts of 5 that we were kind of talking about, alluding to without the rapid fire.
Right, and it's so painful. In some ways, I think the pea shooter is potentially better than having spread without rapid in the base stages, because it will always fire very quickly in a stream.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay. Coming up on the boss here is G-Guy. It looks like he did not get the glitch, which allows him basically just to kill the boss faster. It's frame perfect, so it's pretty unlikely to get in a race setting.
I heard it's like when they all overlap, if you hit them on the last frame before they split up again, they like glitch out and let you be able to hit them all at the same time or something like that, instead of like in pairs.
I don't really understand the technical stuff, but yeah, it's 17 frames after you kill the last shield, the red round thing. I always call it a shield. If you then fire, you'll hit the heads when they're together and glitch them out. Basically, you can kill them really fast.
Oh, that's neat.
So
yeah, that's a big time saves if you get it. Yeah.
It's about 8 seconds, I think, if you get the double glitch, and about 4 if you get the single glitch. And
now the snow-capped mountains here always makes me very nervous. Can you tell me, are the whatever you want to call those sock explosions that are raining down on you, are they random or are they the same every time? Because I always feel like they're very scary to avoid.
It's fixed. You get a consistent pattern there every time. So if you know where to jump, there's a starting pixel you can use to start the sequence. You will get it consistently every time. Now the backpack soldiers you see coming up behind Archie here are completely random, and sometimes they will shoot, and sometimes they will completely mess you up in that pattern. And
I don't like when they do that. Yeah, because you might have to like do an extra jump or turn back or something. Whew, that was also scary on Archie's side. Yikers. Okay, good dodge.
Yeah, coming there, you didn't quite see it. He might have been going for the YOLO jump, which is frame perfect. And it's like saves you like a quarter second. I think he might just go for it all the time now, actually, because he's insane like that. But he also, everyone is able to. It should be on the same page now because this is a snowfield you can reload on spread and rapid if you missed it. So this is a great spot to power up again. So all of our runners should be nicely powered up now.
And good guy got the pattern, and he was right underneath the UFO thingy in the right spot, so he took it down mighty quick.
Yeah, that's great. And there's still.
And so this is.
Archie's running in around. Technical difficulties. Let's go with G, I guess, for the flames.
Yeah, well, the interesting thing about the flames, I heard they're on a global timer that's basically attached to when you start your game, like when the console turns on. So I think that's wild. Like, is there a way to manipulate that? Has anyone looked into that? Has anyone had to look into that? Or do you just like reset and hope for the best?
The really, really good runners can know the pace they're on based on their splits and anticipate the flames. But we're talking, the tippy top. I think only Angry Lanks and Koopa I've seen do that. I don't know if I've seen anybody else do that. So yes, it's sort of similar to Mario Brothers 1, the frame rule system. They can kind of determine the patterns they're going to get based on their splits and how far ahead or behind of their splits they are.
The guy getting jumps, you don't want to see that. You don't want jumpies. I know that much.
Let's see, JD is coming through. Just get the exo skip.
Gets it down though. Jeez, Gagai is going for blood. Also, I call G-Guy Gagai, and Gagai has given me permission to call him that. So
fair enough.
But still,
good
for everyone out there, just know that it is G-Guy. I'm just so used to calling him Gagai.
Fair enough. I didn't even think about that. But it's coming into hangar. There's so much action that's going on. It's impossible to keep up with everything on 3 screens in this game. Because this game just moves so quickly.
And there he goes.
Unfortunately, he got a really nasty troll pattern there. Those guys are all straight, and he is not. Oh, I guess he can't get through the B. So all of our runners now in hangar, and G-Guy in the lead, or Gagai if you prefer.
There should be a spread up top though for him here, right? Yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna. Well,
oh no, I didn't shoot it.
That's
it just went by.
The bottom.
That was it. It just went by. On the bottom.
He's gonna be doing this low percent. Meanwhile, JD is catching up. He gets the B, and typically you see in JD in the bottom, you want to pick up the B or barrier there, and you can just chug on through. You don't have to worry about anything. So he's going to be fine all the way up to the spike barriers here, and then it looks like Archie did as well.
Oh yeah, this is amazing. You know what is great about Contra races is the fact that depending on where you lose your spread, like you can just see the lead change. You can see people catch up. Like it's fantastic. You're never out. You're absolutely never out. You just have to keep playing what's in front of you.
No, absolutely. Look at this. Okay, JD's wisely ducking in Heartbreak Alley here. Although look, he's got these trolls coming up behind him. So
whew, that was scary.
He does take out the last boss, and now G-Guy will be able to pick up spread. After the head, and then Archie's coming up right behind too. So those trolls really wanted Archie dead, shooting at him from. Come on, game.
They know. Oh, geez, it's scary. It's terrifying watching with the pea shooter here going through the alien layer because I feel like those mouth bullets get so close to you. Whereas spread, they tend to die later, earlier.
Yeah, you don't even think about it with spread, really, right? But with low percent. And G-Guy also is a very accomplished low percent runner, so he knows what he's doing with that, which I don't. I'm glad
it's coming.
He does.
Coming to the end. Oh, well, here he goes. This is it for him.
Looks like a. Let's see.
Very nice. I told you sub 12. They're flying.
10:43. It looks like.
Mm-hmm.
So G Guy is in first, and then JD coming up right behind. So I think we're gonna get almost everybody.
Oh, nice! I love the KO when they die, and it dies. It makes me happy.
Which interestingly can actually cost you time.
Really?
The game,
does it lag or what?
The game doesn't end until the last enemy clears off the screen. So you can die, and then the jingle won't play until like the little spider creeps off the edge of the screen. I've had it cost me a couple of seconds in time in PB. Yeah, I think actually G Guy told me that after he saw that happen in one. So it actually can cost you there. Doing the double KO doesn't necessarily mean that you're in the clear.
I had no idea. That's a really cool fact. And I'd like to point out here that this race, they ended, at the most, it was 25 seconds apart. So they were within 25 seconds of each other, which is incredible.
Really nice race. Good warm-up. Now,
I mean, I'm really excited to see where this goes. Again, everyone, we're doing point system. So the guy here just secured 3 points, JD Silva 2 points, and Archie Coffee 1 point. And we're going to be doing 4 more races. 4 more races. You have the times, Wookie? Wookie is described today.
Recording the so we got 11:08 from Archie, 10:43 from G Guy, and 10:53. Oh, they were really close. Well,
yeah, really, really close. So, and again, the fastest time today is getting an extra bonus point for glory.
Points, okay, I think we're good.
Yeah, so I think we're good to do one more here.
Yeah, I'm good if our racers are.
Racers, reset your games. Yeah, racers, are you ready? We're gonna jump into the second race here since we've got piles of Contra to play. Looks like Archie Coffee is like raring to go, already mashing start on the screen here.
Yeah, he's ready. He wants to get some revenge on this game.
Oh, that's great. Okay, looks like all 3 of our racers are good to go. I think JD Silva and Gagai need to reset their timers. I don't know if they know that. I don't even know if they can hear me. Can anyone hear me?
It is a mystery.
A few seconds to reset their timer, and then we can call them in.
All right, G Guy, yes. JD.
Okay. Perfect. All right, everybody. Runner, I'll do the countdown this time. We're going to do the same, the 3, 2, 1, and go on, go. So, runners, are you ready? 3, 2, 1, go!
Oh, man.
Race number 2. I'm excited.
I'm excited, too. And I'm also excited to be doing comms with you, Tonsel, because it's so nice having someone on co-comms, because I've done single comms Contra races, and it's impossible. You can't keep up. Even with 2 people, right? It's so hard to keep up with all the action going on, but it's impossible with 1 person.
Oh yeah, I'm absolutely so happy that you're here as well, especially because my forte is Contra 3, and I agree with you. Like solo comms is fine, but there's with so many screens happening, it's hard to follow what's happening, where the deaths are.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's see, they're all going pretty smoothly so far, which we would expect.
Yeah, if you take a death here, I mean, I don't know how it is in Contra because I haven't yet run the game. We made a deal with Archie that if Archie plays Contra 3, I will do OG Contra once my wrist is healed.
Oh, nice.
But like stage 1 jail is a real thing in Contra 3. Although I think regular Contra looks to be a little bit more friendly.
It is, except for the tomatoes here, as we call them in in the boss here. Oh, Giga gets a really mean pattern.
Yeah.
Archie. Yeah. So Dikembe is the community nickname for the wall, and sometimes it just doesn't want you to get past, and you won't. So that's really the only determining factor. Other than that, the level is very scripted and easy. but you can find yourself resetting 5 or 10 times in a row just because you get a bad wall pattern.
And like the tomatoes, it's because of the distance that the tomatoes are throwing. They short, medium, and long, and there's a particular pattern that just goes right into your face because it's where you stand.
Yeah, I mean, you always do the same approach, and it just, I don't know what determines, honestly, the randomness there. Yeah, I think it's based on your inputs or something like that. Like, it's something that humans can't control, right? And so you just slightly different inputs from the player will give you a different pattern on the wall. Let's see if...
In Contra 3, I've coined that being wall-balled, because there's a wall in the first stage of Contra 3 as well, and occasionally you get wall-balled.
Yep,
that's when you take it in the face.
Yeah.
Good job here by all of our runners, though. They made it through. They all have spread heading into the waterfall area.
Yeah, and they the only difference there is that G-Guy got a less favorable pattern. Otherwise, they're all pretty much synced up.
But easily could make up some time just by mash alone in base 1.
Yes, absolutely. That is a real key factor in speedrunning. The game is the ability to mash in a rhythm.
Yeah, because I was about to say it's not just about speed; it's about hitting a specific rhythm. Because I know I've heard Angry Langs talk about not being the fastest masher, but I think he's like one of the best, most consistent mashers.
He's not a good masher, but he still has 14 or 15 presses per second. It's so good.
We're doing air quotes around it, but
right.
You know what I mean? Like, he may be slower, but it's just because it's a really truly a rhythm thing. Like, you break the rhythm, you've lost your shooting entirely.
Yeah, and it's absolutely, you gotta have both, which is crazy. Like, that's one of the most unique things about the Contra speedrun is that you can learn better mash, but you're kind of going to be capped by your innate sort of talents. So it's one thing that there's no visual cue for good spread rhythm. You just kind of have to have it.
It's the feeling, you're born with it.
It's kind of true. Some people, you can get a little bit better with practice, but I think there are some sort of innate caps. And they also...
I was just being silly. I was just going to say I just had 2 juggernauts put in my wrist, so I'll be coming for you.
What is a juggernaut?
It's just a type of like a staple that's not actually metal, but it's to help your tendon.
Oh yeah, well there you go. You got some robotic implants.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I've got a bionic arm now, so I'll be coming for Langs' titanium ligaments.
Yeah, Langs does have titanium ligaments, as Jeremy says in the chat. It's so crazy.
That actually makes me laugh. Train by doing push-ups with only your thumbs. There's speedrunner training. It's specific.
Right, you got to get some cross training in there.
Yeah, you go to your personal trainer and you say I'm doing speedrunning, and they'll lay out something for running, and you go no, not that kind of speedrunning. I think
they'll look at you kind of weird. He's like, doing what now?
It's okay. You can come to me. It's actually my background is in exercise science, so I won't make fun of you because I understand. It's a safe space.
All right. This is a niche sort of business idea.
Yeah, the VASH workout. That's right. That's what we'll call it. So funny.
Let's see. I think they've all maintained spread and rapid, and they're. Looks like G-Guy did take a death. Yeah,
G-Guy took a death. So G-Guy is with P shooter only.
That's right.
Jeremy did injure himself with the PB. I remember that. There's a clip. Have you seen that, Wookie? You've heard. No. You must have heard. Yeah.
No,
Jeremy injured themselves PBing. It's real. This game, it's...
Oh, yeah.
It's a mental game and a physical game.
Yeah, he's not the first or the last, probably.
So Archie also took a death, by the way.
Yeah, I've seen this. And
JD Silva.
Looks like JD is the only... Okay.
We just totally commentator curse? That is totally on us.
I can't believe we did that, but... They can all reload right here, which is great. So you can see Archie coming up on the reload spot.
Yeah, the three tower here. This is the reload spot.
Yep, and then bam, and then he's all good to go.
Fixed. No harm, no foul.
And everybody's back on track. I can't believe how real the comms curse is. It's kind of insane.
It is real. Like they say, some people say that's not true. It's totally true. Like literally in sync to as we were speaking. Like it couldn't have been more cursey.
Yeah, I think JD might have actually been listening on that one, and he's like, you know what? I'm just gonna
I'll
take
show
it
you.
Make them look bad. Get some pity point here.
That little shovel tank thing, I hear it's, what is it, 70 spread balls, and it goes down and they drop it so fast.
Something like 76 individual hits, 77. Oh, Archie.
Oh, so scary.
He's doing like I think he's doing the
frame jump, right?
The frenzy jumps. Yeah, where it's a frame, 1 or 2 frame jumps that you do there.
Oh, okay.
UFO.
So Archie's
UFO.
didn't go where he wanted it to, but then he adjusted very quickly. So that was nice. Look at these runners. We're like in sync here almost.
Yeah, only a couple seconds. They all got bad UFO patterns there, which is non-optimal, but they make short work of it either way.
Now into the hallway of fire sticks.
So let's see what kind of patterns. Yeah, last time we got a couple. You want middle flame in a situation like this, because that means
middle flame just allows you to go, right? Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. You don't have to stop. Waiting. And it doesn't blast you in the face like Archie's almost did. Oh, they all got the same lower flame pattern.
The guy just took. I can't actually see. Oh, the guy's very close now. It looks like JD's in first right now. Good guy's in second. Oh, and maybe Archie just got a more favorable pattern and is slightly ahead. They're just so close, so you can't even tell. The screens look the same.
Yeah, it's we can't really tell. Now, what's going to be the deciding factor here is JJ and how many jumps he does.
Yeah.
And how many walks.
I love the jumps on this boss. Like, I know it's not ideal to have the jumps, but it makes me laugh because, like, the kick, it's just so, like, there's no joint action. It's just stiffed up and down.
Right. Oh, okay. JD got they're also.
Wow, it was JD, Archie, and then the guy. Like, they're, like, on top of each other.
They're frames apart. Yeah.
We're going to have to frame count this one, chat.
Yeah. Oh, man.
We need to count for, like, full ties here.
I think Archie's going a little full ham. JD was opting for a safer claw pattern there, I believe. He hesitated a little bit, but he also might have just had to do that because of the pattern. It's 3. It's hard enough to do it to keep track of one pattern, let alone 3 different runners in their patterns.
Yeah, I'm falling back on you for your elite pattern following skills here.
Yeah.
That's
I saw like one of them.
That's pretty good. If you even get one pattern watching 3 racers, that's impressive.
Looks like Giga looks like he's getting some lag here from those rolls that were behind him, but he's through.
Yeah, how does lag affect this game? Because I know in Contra 3 there are certain areas where you try to do a little bit of lag reduction. Is it a problem? Like, is it a big problem here too?
I wouldn't say it's a big problem, but it can be an issue. You get a lot of trolls that spawn behind you, and sometimes there will be an object in the way, and they'll just lag your screen. There's nothing you can do about them, and you have to either wait till they die or you kill them. So it's not a big problem in that it doesn't happen that often, but it can be. Oh no!
Okay, so looks like Guy has the advantage right now because both JD Silva and Archie have taken unfortunate deaths.
No! I think JD got hit by Heartbreak Alley there while I was blabbing. I wasn't looking.
Heartbreak Alley is a fantastic name.
Yeah, I don't know who came up with that. A lot of these names were sort of already in the canon before I started running the game, but it perfectly embodies that section of the game.
That's wonderful. I love it when communities get together to have nicknames for everything.
Yeah, it's so good. I think we might be at sub 10:30 here for G-Guy.
It's going to be really fast. I mean, here's the boss, right? So
yeah.
Okay,
probably not, but it's going to be close.
It's going to be so close.
I think he's like 10:30 on the nose.
Yeah.
10:30 on the nose.
And then here comes Archie. Oh, there's also close again. This was closer than the last race. 10:35-ish? 6.
Oh, no.
And here comes...
I need to be...
Oh, and here's your thing. The running off the screen. JD Silva just lost a few seconds.
You can't hear it, but the jingle won't play.
I love that there's a jingle.
And it's... Let's see. Okay,
I would have never called it a jingle, but it's a jingle forever now. It totally is a jingle. I just never thought of it that way. I think victory music, jingle, is so much more catchy. GG's to our racers. So GG's if you're recording really the times, we have Guy with 10:30. Real fast. Archie with a 10:36 and JD Silva with a 10:44. So it looks like we just had a flip between JD and Archie. So looks like they're tied. JD and Archie, and then Gagai is currently sitting with 6 points.
So 6 points, 4 points, 4 points.
Right? Oh, 4 points.
No. You're right.
I was right.
Yeah, you're right.
Sorry.
Yes, math.
There said there'd be no math.
Right. I need to set up an algorithm in this spreadsheet here. Double checking my numbers. I'm paranoid about getting these wrong and then having everything be my fault. So I think some nice runs there. Really, everyone under a 10:45. Really good.
I am stunned about the quality. Like, I mean, I say this every time. Like, these racers are good, and what consistency! Like for a game, like really, truly, anyone who's never played a Contra game just needs to pick up a controller and try it out, because like to play this game at this level is honestly mind-boggling. Because Contra giveth and Contra most certainly taketh.
Yeah, it's honestly it's quite a rush as a speedrun. I highly recommend it if anyone hasn't dabbled. Which it sounds like you're going to dabble soon, perhaps. Yeah,
I got my cast on for 4 more weeks, and then I get rehab, and then hopefully that involves an S controller.
Oh, yeah, that'll be great. It's such a great community, very welcoming. All these racers. If you stream, if you play Contra, if you set your category to Contra, all of these people in the chat and all the people you see on the screen will show up. And it's a great community. They'll help you out. They'll, give you all kinds of tips. That's what they did for me. I can't say enough good things about the community.
Truly, it's like a different family.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it absolutely is.
Second family.
So many great people. It's all over retro Twitch, but certainly, especially embodying that is the Contra community.
Okay. Sounds good to me. It looks like our runners are totally chomping at the bit. All of them here. They're just like they're feeling it. They're into this race. They're ready for blood. They're out for blood. They want those leftovers. All right, Wookie, you want to do the honors for game number 3?
Yeah. Okay, runners. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go.
And as chat says, let's feast aggressively. So good.
Where did the aggressively thing even come from, actually? I think that's like Contra a thing 3. Is it Contra 3? Okay.
When you have the scroll, it's actually a really funny translation. You'll have to check out the JP version and the English version, but it's like the alien wars begin, and then it like scrolls to Lance and Bill, and it just says, let's attack aggressively.
I've dabbled a little bit with Contra 3, but I've not really. I don't get made it past the second level. I'm going to be honest with you.
The Canadian runners are stealing the guy's leftovers so that he doesn't have to eat them all himself. Squid. You should dabble. Contra 3 is a great game. I played it with my mom when I was a kid. That's why I play Contra 3. It's because it's sentimental to me.
Oh, that's the best.
So here we go. We're going to face the wall again. See if our runners get trolled by the wall.
Yeah, let's see.
Wall-balled, as I like to say.
Wall-balled is good. I like that. And you got no.
Ooh,
or just JD, rather.
Oh, jeez. Oh, guy's getting trolled. Guy's gotta take the friendo out at the top first and do this the standy way, because that was scary.
Dikembe is not having it right now.
So is Dikembe like a name, or is it like a thing? Like what's the lore
I'm
here?
Gonna embarrass myself because I don't understand really exactly where it comes from, but he's a sports guy, player, football? I don't know. Basketball? Maybe basketball. See, I'm embarrassing myself currently. a very famous defensive sports person.
Well, it makes sense that I guess it's like basketball because we're talking about like their balls being thrown at your face.
Basketball. Yeah, okay, I thought it was basketball.
That makes sense. Yeah, so if he's famous for blocks,
yes,
then he's blocking the ball back into your face. So
exactly.
that makes a lot of sense for me. That makes sense. That's okay.
Okay. Dikembe was an NBA center. Thank you, Jeremy. I was pretty sure it was basketball, but
the
Jeremy providing the clutch info.
All right, so Archie is currently in the lead here, followed by JD Silva and G Guy. However, so we've got spread there. I'm just looking at the spread situation. I see spreads across the board right now. I didn't see a death, but you blink and you miss it here with this game. It's very fast.
And now they are all adopting different patterns here. They won't be doing, unless they're insane, PB strats for the waterfall, because it does involve a very risky maneuver called the flame jump, where you have like a 2-pixel window to jump over that flame in the center bridge. So if you watch them come up the waterfall, they'll avoid that, doing that scary flame jump. And I saw Archie and JD skip. I'm almost certain G Guy skipped it as well.
I will say I do like the name though. That's a pretty spicy name. Flame jump. Yeah.
It's a spicy strategy.
So I noticed that all of our runners here today have also been doing, I think, the safer strategy, which is kill both arms of this boss and then shoot for its mouth. I also heard that if you miss the one cycle, because you can only do damage when it has its mouth open. Oh, there you go. Good guy did it with the one arm.
Yeah,
but apparently, like
one arm.
When it closes its mouth, if you miss the one cycle, if it's missing both arms, it like reopens its mouth sooner than if it has one arm. That's what I heard.
Yeah, if you kill both arms, the cycles are sort of faster. But if you kill only one, they're like about a second slower or so.
And does it shoot bullets, or does it just whip at you?
It has these little projectiles that will come out at you and make your life sort of difficult. You can manipulate the pattern pretty easily, though.
I love how Contra game series is just a series of bosses with, like, snake arms. It has to be. That's part of it. It has to be in every game.
Isn't Contra 3 is more of kind of the alien theme to their bosses? Is that correct? Because you don't get you obviously have the heart and the head here, and then the third boss is kind of alien-y, but then the rest are sort of just like mechanical-ish or human.
I mean, well, you got Kaka, which is the turtle.
Okay, yeah.
And I guess the second one's more a robot, multi-cannon sweeping machine, Bosco Spider. Third boss is Robo Big Fuzz. Yeah, you have more robots, and then it's basically stage 6 is your gauntlet of original Contra cast.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Because then you get Kimco, then you get the face. Oh, geez.
Archie just got this double glitch.
That was incredible. Yeah, exactly. Archie going to the sub 10 for sure.
It just melts. The boss it just melts away when you get that glitch kill. That's
just so
crazy.
Fast.
And then Giga got a single glitch.
Oh, also pretty quick there.
Yeah, and JD was not able to get either, unfortunately, but he'll take it down here real quick. Yeah, Archie's now schmoving, as the Mario 2 community calls it.
Moving. I like it.
And he got I think he went for the YOLO jump, which is where you jump over one of those explosions in a frame perfect way.
And if you don't, if you're framed too early, you're dead, and if you're framed too late, you're dead. So
yeah, I mean, he could just reload right in the next screen, so maybe that's kind of what he's thinking. So it's a little bit low risk in that sense, but it's still madness to do.
I think he just wants these 3 points. He's like, I finished third, I finished second, now I want first.
Yeah, he's coming for that first place, and JD did take an unfortunate troll death there.
Yeah, JD's had taken a few troll deaths, but he's got the refill right here.
He's coming up right in the refill, so he's totally fine.
I love how it's called refill.
Oh.
Great way to coin it. This is scary.
This game is so hard. It's constant. This game wants to kill you so badly, and there's so many ways it can, and it will. Most of the time, the game will win. But we just saw Archie avoid a narrow death there, or narrowly avoid a death.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Anyone who hasn't played the game needs to play it because you'll feel how ridiculous these players are playing right now. Like they're playing out of their minds. The fact that they can even react to these changes in gameplay is unreal.
And there are some patterns that as you gain experience, you will kind of be like, oh yeah, sometimes this guy will troll me here. But it always finds a new and creative way to do it. Like there's constantly new. Oh, see, Archie almost died there too. But sometimes that guy will run under your bullets. And there's not much you can do about it if you're trying to get a PB, you got to keep moving. But he can obviously we're in a race situation, so he can readjust. But
I always like to call it too. Like you'll play the game, 2,000 plus times. I mean, especially with the shorter game, you play into the 10,000s, and even at that point, you'll still have moments where it's like that's never happened before.
Yeah.
If they'll find a way.
Yes, Contra finds a way.
Yeah, we can do a Jeff Goldblum.
Right, yeah, okay. I was wondering if that was too subtle.
I got you.
And then Archie's already at JJ.
You are a subtle Wookiee, but not too subtle.
Nice.
Oh, that was very nice
and
kill on Archie's side.
Nice kill, nice pattern.
Yeah,
So,
no jumps.
He is... I don't know what pace he's on, but it's good.
It is. It's real
It certainly
good.
beats my PB by a lot, I'm sure. And he does the claw jump. Oh,
He's
so
still
sweaty.
jumping. Oh, stop jumping. Okay, there you go.
Oh,
Sit down.
And then what's JD gonna get here?
And all this is just random. And jump. 2 jumps. Oh, what a move. Very nice. JD Silva down as well.
I think
King
he
Koopa
was-
is saying it's the sub 10:10 for Archie currently pace.
Wow. Yeah, I mean he is. Yeah, he's booking it.
That's really speedy. Okay. So how does... Okay, so if you have the barrier and you get in front of the cart, you're fine. But I've seen cases where if you don't have the barrier and you're getting in front of the cart, if you don't do something quite right, it runs you over. Is it possible? Can it run you over? Like from behind?
I don't
in this
believe
area.
so. There's no. I've not run into a situation like that. The carts can kill you, surely. Like if you, at one point you need them for a ride, they give you a speed boost, and there's only a couple pixel window you have to jump up on them to be efficient. To do like this very small hop up on them, and that you either sort of gain the boost or they kill you. So that could be it, and that you do that sort of in the middle of the level.
Right.
So
right.
they are both your friend and your enemy. The carts. And Archie almost got eaten by that. He was so close to dying.
The shrimp. Oh yeah.
Like he just hopped over it pixels away. I'm pretty sure. Yeah,
that was
right,
scary.
If Koopa agrees with me, then I know I'm correct because he knows everything about this game.
Well, yeah, King Koopa is the current world record holder. For those of you who didn't know. Blistering paces. I think it's like a 947? It's like the only 947. So fast.
Yeah, unbelievable. He is definitely mechanical hands. You have to have them, right? To mash that well.
Alright, let's see. Get that sub 1010. Oh, definitely can get it. Let's go.
Wow. What a pace.
Unreal. 1009. That's going to be a tall order. I don't know. Like, that's going to be tough to beat. That was spicy. Yeah, get your GGs in chat for these runners. Again, all finishing really close together. I mean, even considering Archie just flew through the game in 1009.
And so G Guy is at 1023. Is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
Sub 1030. Really nice.
Yeah, and JD Silva's heading to the boss right now.
He's looking. He's I think he's sub 11 pace here.
Yeah, should be. Oh, that little.
The con balls there. JD.
Oh no.
Oh, I think I probably cursed him there. That's my bad.
Yeah, that one's on you. Oh, look at that! The cotton ball just it went full speed.
Oh, it only needed one bullet. With 10, I think it was a 1008 or 1108. We'll call it.
Yeah, it was around that.
So Archie gets 3 points, GD gets 2, and JD 1.
Yeah, so then that means that our current standings are Guy with 8 points, Archie with 6 points, and JD Silva with 4 points. Is that correct?
Yep. That is what my math says.
It's okay, JD Silva. JD Silva is apologizing in chat for the timer stop. It's cool. We saw. We were paying attention.
We're eyeballing it.
We got your back. That was, again, incredible. I mean, if that cotton ball hadn't got you, that was our first just barely over 11 race. And what we'll say, technically, since there's 3 of these, there were 9 total Contra runs, and we've only had the one low 11. Like, that's bananas.
They're all fantastic paces. Very impressive.
But I guess we'll check with our lovely producer, Me Mixer, right now. Is there anything you would like, or are we going to go straight into this next race?
I need 2 seconds. My keyboard battery just died.
Yeah, so give us something, Me Mixer. We're just going to take a little break while the runners get set up for the 4th of 5 races.
was speedrunning Contra late one night to beat the Red Falcon in a fight. I grabbed the S and R power-up prize, and suddenly, to my surprise,
You did the mash,
I did the Contra mash.
the Contra mash.
My PB I did smash.
You did the mash,
Made boss fights a flash.
you did the mash.
I did the Contra mash.
Whoa.
Okay, everyone, welcome back to Contra Races. Eat Leftovers, Watch Contra edition. Currently, we are starting race number 4 of 5 between these 3 heavyweights, Archie Coffee, G-Guy22, and JD Silva. Currently doing a Mario Kart point system. Again, G-Guy is currently in the lead, 8 points, followed by Archie Coffee 6 and JD Silva 4. However, we have 2 more races. It is anyone's chance to steal the crown. Again, my name is Tuzzle, and joining me on comms is Subtle Wookie. Welcome back.
Thank you. Yeah, and I think so far we're also doing the bonus point right for the fastest race, which is currently a 10:09, which is going to be tough to beat.
I can't imagine. I mean, I think if JD Silva beats a 10:09, like what's JD Silva's PB? It's a 10:19, so that will be like a new PB for JD Silva if he secures a sub 10:09. So that is a tall order.
It's not a tall order,
but a tall order
for anyone. Even to match that again is even going to be tough for Archie. He can definitely do it, but in a race, because they're losing time against PB, different strats in a race versus a PB. So it'll be tough for sure. But exciting to watch. We have 2 more races, and I think are we ready to? I think our racers are signaling that they are good to go.
Yep, they're signaling they're good to go. You want to do the countdown?
Yeah, absolutely. All right, racers, good luck. 3, 2, 1, go.
Woo! Race number 4. All right. Is the guy going to get messed up by a wall ball this time?
Good Dikembes, come on.
Because the last 2 were rough, I feel, and Archie and JD Silva seem to have a much nicer pattern. But didn't stop him. I mean, guy has 2 wins here right now.
Yeah, so he's currently, I guess, the favorite. Well, he's a points leader currently.
Yeah.
They're all one or a little bit of swings here from the points could change that up quite a bit.
Easily, and that extra point could be a game changer. Like Archie's not too far behind, and that extra point could swing things too.
Absolutely. JD getting weird trolls on the bridge there. I don't know what that's about. He almost died.
Got to reset, full reset after.
In the jungle, yeah, I don't know what's going on there. Usually those trolls are 100% consistent if you kind of shoot them consistently. So you have 0 risk of dying to them. But, so, who knows, right? Races produce weird things.
Like, I mean, I think that's part of the whole Contra lore. Like, anything can happen at any moment.
Yeah,
You're never safe.
Yeah. For sure. Let's see what we get with. Okay, Archie's.
Oh, again! It was going right for his face.
This is like a bad joke now.
Yeah.
You just cannot catch a break on Dikembe here.
I'm sure he has some choice words for Dikembe because that's 3 for 3. That it was straight between the eyes. Had to back off.
I don't know what the odds are, but I think it's usually only something like 25% that you get a really unfavorable pattern like that, or less.
So it sounds like it might be Guy's night to get a lottery ticket.
Yeah, I guess. Or maybe he's going to maybe try some more PB attempts because he'll have good luck from all, or, get all the bad luck out on the race attempts, I guess.
Oh, yeah, shaking it all out here. That's true.
Yeah,
that's
something
true.
like that. Although, I guess I'd rather have him in the race. I don't know. Either way.
It's hard to
hopefully
say.
he has better luck later on in these races. It's pretty brutal. But, he's making short work of the base.
Okay, let's see if Archie can get the double quick. Well, not this one. That's the next boss. Never mind. I was I'm confused. That's after base 2. We're base 1. I have seed bleed.
It's funny, though, because a lot of times when I'll be going into this boss or the other base boss, they're different positions you want to stand at, right, and all that. So often I'll do the wrong setup. I'm like, whoops, I'm on the wrong boss, and it's like, well, that's just rip run. But so it's very, because the bases kind of sort of look the same. You know what I mean? So sometimes you're just on autopilot.
Yeah, well, especially when you've done it like thousands of times.
Yeah,
and you're not even thinking at this point because it's all muscle memory.
Yeah, maybe you're paying attention to chat or something like that, and then it's like, whoops, and then it's completely rip run. I mean, you can kind of come back from it, but the base 1 boss and base 2 boss are, I don't think it's a stretch to say that they're the hardest bosses by far in the game, and they're both very technical.
That makes sense. I mean, I haven't played this game in a speedrun, but just watching it, it definitely feels like the more technical. Like this one, you kill the arms, you shoot, mash, and right into its mouth. You stand in the right spot, you've got it. Some of the little mini bosses too, like the UFO, you just stand under the right spot, you adjust, you kill it.
Yeah, I would say the waterfall boss is probably the third most technical. Just because you do have to, there's a fair amount going on with that boss. You want to kill 1 arm or 2, and then you're aiming to get the 1 cycle. And it's G actually has a video that he put out about what he does for the setup there. There's quite a bit going on that he does in the waterfall
really
boss.
Cool.
Yeah, it actually helped me out quite a bit. I opted not to go for the 1 arm kill because it's just your match has to be really good and you have to be very precise to get the 1 cycle kill is one of the hardest kills in the game to reproduce, to consistently get. So it's a little bit more forgiving if you kill both arms because even if you don't get the 1 cycle, you get a 2 cycle. It's still not a bad consolation prize.
Yeah, and clearly all these runners putting on a clinic then because they've been very good with the kills.
Yeah, no, they've been all very impressive here, and getting into base 2. I think Archie's almost there, or to the base 2 boss.
He's flying through this. Clearly, the first game was fully warm up. He's
right now. He's in it.
He's in the zone now.
Look
out. All right, let's see what he does here. This is the one I was talking about earlier.
It's so tough to get. if you watch, for instance, like Koopa when he's doing PB attempts, it's just tough to get. Even the best players in the world, it's frame perfect, but there also isn't really a great necessarily setup for it. A lot of it is just feel, and just kind of the name of the game with one of those frame perfect tricks.
Now we get to be very stressed out watching Archie do the frame perfect jumps here.
We'll see the YOLO jump.
Yeah, you can point out the YOLO so that
it's this next jump that he's doing right here. That one, right? Yeah, it was that one. That was I don't know if he went for it or not. It's a little tough. I don't go for it ever, so I don't know. But I'm pretty sure that because he didn't slow down. So if you don't slow down there, yeah. So that must have been the YOLO jump.
Yeah, because if you watched JD Silva just now slow down and still took a hit, like it's tough.
Yeah, he got an unfortunate.
Oh no! And he took it on the way down as well. Oh, careful!
Pattern. Yeah,
We're running out of lives. We're running out of lives, JD. You got this.
Did he take a death earlier?
There were a few catastrophic errors here. Well, one was that pause jump next to the YOLO. That was 2 deaths, and he had taken one just before that as well.
Because usually by the end of a playthrough, you're racking up 6-7 lives. So, he's got another one now, so he should be fine. But, well, I shouldn't say that.
What are you doing, Wookie? What are you doing?
My bad. Sorry, JD.
Famous last words. I mean, he could send you the bill in the mail if you fix this one.
Yeah, and knowing JD, he probably will. And Archie already headed into Energy Zone.
Wow.
Yeah, he's fully warmed up, and he wants this. He wants this trophy.
Yeah, and even though this is all for fun, like runners still get nervous. They take this very seriously. Like it's a good time, but we all like to win. We're all speedrunners after all.
Oh yeah, he's hungry for that. I can tell. He wants it.
Oh, jumped a little bit too early and too. Okay, that was probably us too. Jumped a little bit too early on the withdrawal of the flame and took it to the face. So
yeah, you want to just do a tiny little bit of a stutter step there, and he might have just cut it a little bit too close.
yeah, singe the eyebrows there.
Yeah.
Okay,
this is like,
sorry, you first.
this is a level that will. Oh, and he goes for the leap of faith though, and he gets it. So he did make up a little bit of time there. There is you have like a 10% chance to do the jump that he just didn't live, and he did it, which was unbelievable. He unfortunately doesn't have spread, so he's still going to end up being behind here. But it's another sort of, it's even harder to do than the YOLO jump because the RNG is horrible.
Still got a very good kill there with the pea shooter though, and is still just in the lead.
And he's going to get slowed down a little bit here by the walls he's going to have to kill, but he can pick up spread toward the latter half of this level. So we might be seeing a pretty neck and neck race here between G-Guy and Archie.
Yeah, the position where he took the death in and was energy zone, like that's an ugly spot because then you sit without your spread for quite a while.
Yeah, it's pretty brutal.
No refills nearby.
But really impressive. He kills the carts nicely and picks up the beat. You wouldn't even know like
that he lost any time taking the beat there, right?
Yeah. This is just him like doing low percent runs. He's not missing a beat. And you can see that, and he's going to pick up spread right here.
Yeah, because he's underneath.
And he's not going to have R, so it will slow him down a little bit, but he gets the wall breakthrough. So he's bad troll.
I mean, this is a very exciting race. I honestly cannot believe this is our 4th race, and we have like we're still flying. Everyone's still close together. Like, I mean, if it was me right now doing my 4th Contra 3 back-to-back, I definitely would have binned one pretty hard by now.
Yeah, at first I thought 5's like, oh, that's a lot or whatever, but you know, they're at least from a spectating perspective. I'm so glad we did this many though, because 3 went by super quick from the comms perspective.
Yeah, you blink and you miss it for sure. Right.
I think JD did take another death, maybe in Heartbreak there. So he has a pea shooter going into Alien's Lair, but he can pick up spread at the end.
Oh, Archie's still ahead, I'd say maybe by like 2 seconds at the most, not even 1 second, half a second, just barely.
Oh my god. And not having the R his DPS is slightly lower, so that will affect the kill. I don't know how much it will though. At least it might be negligible, but it does exist because he doesn't have the R, where G-Guy does have the R.
Like, they might be finishing at the exact same moment.
Yeah, this might. I don't even know how we're gonna.
Small pause.
I think Archie is.
Oh. Okay, there's the kill. Oh no.
Are you kidding me?
What?
I don't know how to call it.
Well, we can't. It's impossible. It's actually impossible. We would actually have to frame count it.
I think.
But the milliseconds could be just the split, you know? You can't actually say.
Let's see.
Okay, just make a asterisk something, and we'll see if it matters in the end. How about that? I think it's a tie. Like, I don't think there's a way for, like, for all intents and purposes, it's a tie. Like, they're within a 1/10 of each other, like...
Wow.
You could just give them both 3 and give JD 2.
Okay, okay. And then JD was still sub 11. That's really nice.
Yeah, very fast.
So we're gonna do 3 and 3 and 1 for points. So they both tied for first.
I think that's reasonable. I don't think without actually pulling out the VOD and doing a frame count, like within a 1/10 is totally human error, and we have to say they're
yes, tied. Yeah, I totally agree.
I can't believe it. That was ridiculous. Like totally ridiculous. Oh my god, like,
this content though.
We need more. I need to see more hype emotes in chat. Like that is unbelievable. truly unbelievable to have a tie in one of these races. we're in like truly a tie. Like someone's not even on the low 27 and someone's on the high 27. No, they're right there. Okay, well, with that said, okay, so give us a summary of what we have for points. I think we have Guy with 11, Archie with 9, and is JD with 7? Is that where we're at right now?
Let me let the spreadsheet do the math here.
Okay, that's a good idea. I'm just doing head math, as I have no other.
I think you're right. Let's just see. Let's see what the sum function has to say about this. So I have Archie with 9, Giga with 11, and JD with 5. Did that match up?
So JD had 1 second place and 3 thirds. So yes, 5. That's right.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And so what can happen here is so let's think about this. We said 11 and 9. So if Archie wins the next one, I believe it's Archie's. It'll be a tie because he'll have the bonus point with the 10:09.
So if he gets first and Giga gets third,
second, then
we're tied. If he gets third, we're tied because then it's 12 and 12.
Okay, right.
Oh, and then the point will go to Archie because of the.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. So if Giga gets second, like we're talking like a full. We have multiple potential. We have high potential, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. I'm slowly catching up to what you're saying.
The math is taking me a long time to process. I'm sorry, y'all.
Wow, that is so cool.
Okay,
I've never seen a race this close.
Okay, so this is wonderful. Looks like I see that Archie and JD are ready. Is Guy ready? We can get your. Looks like he's doing an extra reset just to be sure, an extra couple resets. Make sure to get the Dikembe luck for the Dikembe luck. All right, racers, we're gonna get you started again. It's gonna be a 3, 2, 1, go. In 3, 2, 1, go. And with this chat, this is our 5th race, the 5th and final. I'm asterisking it because I don't know what's going to happen if they end in a tie here.
I don't want to go to the frame count.
I don't want to go to the frame count either. Like I'm just talking more content. No frame counting.
We could just do a sudden death too. Maybe a head-to-head.
Yeah, exactly. All right, and the runners are off. You might remember this level from the last 4 races.
We'll see if we can get the good.
Is this called the jungle? Is this the jungle? I didn't even look. I don't even know what the first level is called. Okay.
And sort of a little trivia fact. So there is a Famicom version and an NES version of this game. And the Famicom version actually has moving leaves in the background. Yeah, we didn't get that in the North American one.
Huh. Really?
Yeah.
Well, did the moving leaves cause lag in Famicom? Because then maybe we benefited.
I don't think they cause lag because they're part of the background, but I'm not an assembly nerd, so I couldn't 100% tell you. But it
Jeremy says cool. There's snow too.
There is snow in Snowfield, yeah. And
there's stuff in Alien's Lair. Well.
Yeah.
Looks like we're gonna have to see that game at some point, just for the visuals.
So Giga, I guess, should be buying the lottery ticket or not? I haven't figured it out yet, but he did get another bad Dikembe pattern.
I mean, that's 4 in a row. 4 in a row. If Giga hadn't gotten that bad Dikembe pattern last race, he would have won. For sure.
Oh my god, I didn't think about that. Yeah, that's the difference easily.
Fully.
It's like 5 seconds. Gotta love live content.
I love it. Yeah, so I also want to point out, though, that after this race, we're going to crown a victor, but there's still going to be more Contra content to follow because we are going to be featuring Neo Contra for the first time ever, which is super exciting. Real Critical and Crack Attack are going to be playing Neo Contra, which I think it's the 10th game of the Contra series and the successor to Shattered Soldier, which we watched last time. So this isn't it. I just don't want this to be bittersweet for anyone watching. Looks like
I don't know.
guys in third here. I was just looking at the positions.
Yeah, they all have pretty good bases, good spread, good kills. It's just the Dikembe difference.
The Dikembe difference, yeah. The DD.
Mm-hmm.
Dikembe difference.
I was checking out, what is it? It was Neo Contra, right?
Yeah, Neo Contra.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. The PlayStation 2 game. And, right? Am I correct?
Yeah, it's a place.
Not
I
trying to
believe
put you
it's
on the spot.
PlayStation. Is it just PlayStation? I was looking at it earlier. I can't remember if it's PS2 or PS1. It's definitely a PlayStation game.
But it's
PS2,
cool to see.
yes, PS2.
Okay. There's so many other Contra games out there that I kind of honestly forget about them. But it's really cool how they expanded the universes of the Contra games.
Yeah, and I don't know if you know any of the Bill and Lance lore, but Lance gets killed in Shattered Soldier, so there's no more Lance for Neo Contra. Yeah, actually, Bill kills Lance.
What?
Yes. Did I just blow your mind? Chat, is your mind blown?
The drama.
So yeah, there's it's exciting. Like there's more to Contra than just Bill Reiser and Lance Bean.
And is that in Shattered Soldier? Did you say?
Yeah, in Shattered Soldier, Bill kills Lance. That's the plot twist.
So is he the Shattered Soldier, or like?
You know, to be quite honest, I have no idea what the shattered part of Shattered Soldier implies. And they were trying to tell me last time we did this that it was giving secrets about Contra 3, and I didn't believe it because, in my opinion, Contra 3 has no story. But apparently, Shattered.
Calling you on spoilers?
Well, yeah, it was spoilers. Shattered Soldier was spoilers.
Well, I think the statute of limitations is pretty well passed on that. I think I got your back on that one.
Okay, thank you. But yeah, no, it's what I'm trying to say is we're going to expand your minds following this race with Neo Contra.
I'm excited.
Yeah, me too, big time.
And I think the racers are going to join in for comms on that one. Is that correct? Yeah.
So I believe Real Critical and Crack Attack are joining in on comms with me for that. I'll be full color like normal. Because Real Critical and Crack Attack are like the only runners of the game. Like there's a maybe one or two others, but they're the experts. So
excellent.
We're hoping to get more love for it. Looking at Archie Coffee didn't get the double.
Yeah, one thing we didn't talk about is there is a quick kill, but also this boss is a real pain and can throw out all kinds of really nasty random patterns on you that can be very difficult to avoid. And if you get the quick kill, you avoid all that and you go happily on your way. But if you have to do the 3 cycle, which is a sort of the backup to the non-glitch kill, it can be really hairy, especially in a race situation.
Yeah, you know what I always say too? Like, you get the quick kill, and it's great. And if you don't get the quick kill, like, it's anything at that point. Like, it's all over. It's random. Chaos ensues. Time is bleeding. Oh, Archie's scared. Did you see that?
Did he stutter a little bit there?
Oh, yeah, Archie stuttered.
Okay.
Archie's nervous for this last race.
It's the 5th race. Everything's on the line now. This is huge stakes. Huge bragging rights. Absolutely.
I know. Like I said, we all take this very seriously, even if we don't take it very seriously. So, but yeah, look, everything is real tight here. We still have Archie, JD Silva, and G Guy is like so close behind. Yep. If someone loses a spread in an unfortunate area, like it's gonna swing things entirely. And holy crap, did you see that bullet on Archie's side?
The bullet Archie jumped it, and then I saw
yeah, that was the loss right there. If he had to jump that bullet.
Yeah. So once you get past the reload spot in Snowfield, you're kind of screwed until the end of Hangar. And somehow Archie managed to hang on to that, though.
Oh, jeez, this is so scary.
It's insane. You see GI taking a slightly slower but much safer tactic through that last section, which doesn't actually have a name, which is kind of like it's like another little mini Heartbreak Alley there if you go full ham. but he wisely ducks and loses like 15 frames instead of losing, spread potentially.
Yeah, we're losing a heck of a lot more, and we're all going into energy zone at the same time. So this is where fire matters. Fire is Archie.
Archie getting the horrible pattern again.
Archie's got a few of those tonight.
Yeah, that's a really rare pattern too. So I'm really surprised we've seen that twice for him.
Okay.
Oh, so they're all getting. Let's see.
JD got a fast pattern.
All right, none of them got middle, but they all handled it well. I mean, these guys know how to handle flame patterns, and I think they're all coming down nicely. JD's kind of making up some time.
Yeah,
here.
Absolutely, I agree with you. JD's definitely.
I think he's ahead of G guy now. So JD's in second. We might get a tie if things.
It's possible.
This is crazy.
Archie got his feet singed there. I thought he was going to take a death when he had to duck, but it was okay. Oh, gets a nice pattern. Oh, that was a real quick kill for Archie.
Nice, JJ there, and then
JJ is jumping for the skies here on guys, and
yeah, really bad pattern there.
But that's okay.
Well,
we've said it before. We'll say it again. Anything can happen. Anything can happen.
JD got terrible spawns there. He handled it well.
I don't know how they react this fast. Like it's
crazy. I've never seen that pattern before. Actually, the one that he just got. I've never seen a troll duck behind the turret there. It's insane. I can't believe he didn't die.
I mean, that just goes to show you, like, pro quality here.
JD's a really good racer. He's very consistent. That's why he whooped me last time.
I'm so nervous to see how this ends. Like I don't want it to end at the same time, but I also want to know what's going to happen here.
And here we go, Archie into Heartbreak. What's he gonna get? Oh, okay, good. Oh, he's moving. Oh man, he got a really nice Heartbreak.
That was excellent. Looking at JD's already out, and then Kai is right behind. Holy cow!
This is such a good race. Okay, let's have good demon kills. No one jump in the acid.
Don't jump into the pit of despair here.
Yes, please. Get a nice clean race. Clean kills.
Could you imagine a three-way tie? I say they're all winners if we get a three-way tie. Like, that's just too ridiculous.
Just call it everyone. Everyone gets a trophy.
Yeah. Forget the participation badges. Trophies for all.
There you go. This is pretty awesome. Kind of almost even want to say anything. I don't want to jinx it.
I know. I don't even want to speak right now. I'm just like in awe of what's going down here.
Is he on PB? No.
No. He's close. Very close because his PB is 1019.
Yeah.
So I mean, he's really, really close.
Yeah, he's gonna be. I mean, he gets a good kill.
Oh, okay.
1021.
Okay.
1024 and 1024. What?
I'm speechless. Like,
wait, how does it work out for the math?
So if Archie has 3, I think Archie wins. I think Archie is the winner because Archie will have 3 + 1, and even if we're calling it a tie between Guy and JD Silva, give them both 2 because they deserve it.
Okay.
But I think Archie. Wait, no, that's a tie.
No,
that's a tie.
That would be a tie.
Well, it is a tie. Okay, so then what do we do?
I think I split 8 for what it's worth.
If JD is saying that they potentially split late, and that's only like what 0.07. So I mean, technically JD's is faster, maybe.
Right now, in terms, if we're giving them both 2 points, it's 12 for Archie, 13 for G Guy, 7 for JD, and then Archie has the fastest time, so he would have 13. So it would be a straight up tie.
I mean, I guess it has spoken, right? We can have ties. Or we can sudden death if Guy and Archie are up for
I
it.
don't know if I can. I have some friends coming over, so I think that's really much. And G Guy's going to work, so I think
that's right. I forgot. We have some people that need to go to work like very soon, so I don't think it would work out for a sudden death. Well,
I'm happy with a tie.
Well, if I'm the only one that can race a tiebreaker, that means I'm going to win.
Win by default.
Take it.
We have some really funny racers in Discord right now. I mean, yeah, that is, well, you know, we'll have to do, exactly. You know what? That's a great idea, Jeremy. We'll have to do a 1v1 between Archie and Guy for the next event to settle the score. It'll be the blood grudge match. We'll have to grudge match at a later date.
There it is. I like it. Well, to be continued.
I think that's a great idea. We'll to be continue that. Honestly, I will say again, Archie Coffee, G Guy 22, JD Silva, fantastic racing. Do we have like a thing so we can like shout out the runners in our chat here? I don't know if we have like an exclamation point for it or not.
I think if someone's in mod, they can at least do the shout out.
Yeah, I'd love to give a shout out for these runners because truly what a show, like unbelievable, all of you. Yeah. So consistent. Like truly so consistent, like ties, like what this race here finished within 3 seconds. If we were going to go frame count it, 3 seconds, 3 people, like that is unbelievable. Really incredible.
Fantastic showing, consistent, and a double tie, and an overall tie. You can't really ask for more from a Contra race, honestly. Yeah.
Unbelievable. So yeah, with that, Subtle Wookie, thank you for being on comms with me for this Contra race. I had a lot of fun.
Yeah, thank you. It's been a treat.
I think we're going to do this to be continued and go on a break. So everyone, we have Neo Contra coming up for you next. This is going to be the first time we're going to get to showcase this game. So I know Real Critical and Crack Attacker is super excited about that. They're going to be joining me on comms. So make sure you stretch, get something to drink, get a snack, go to the washroom if you need to, and stay tuned. Stay tuned for more Contra racing.
It's Red Falcon's roast of Bill and Lance. Thanks for being such good sports, guys. You'll regret this. We always end up winning. Now let's meet our roasters. We've got Old Joe. Been in the game a while, but I'm still hotter than these losers. Please welcome Grinnin' Gary. Oh my god, this is hilarious. Oh my god. And Big Fuzz.
Wow, seeing them tied up there makes them look like those turkeys some people make. You know what I'm talking about, when they tie them up? Should be easy to roast them, they're just stupid turkeys.
How come y'all gotta flip every time you jump? You only need to go forward a foot and you turn into a yo-yo every time. No wonder you're dying every 30 seconds. You're probably blacking out. So sometimes you jump directly on top of us. You know that kills you, right? Who do you think you are, Mario? Hello, Mario. Hello, Mario.
I do the exact same pattern every time, and yet it still works after 30 years. Have you ever done something for 30 years besides suck?
Roast them.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to this installment of Contra Races. This is a never seen before. We are going to be playing Neo Contra, which is the 10th game of the Contra series and the success sequel. That's actually the sequel to Shattered Soldier, which we showcased last time. We have the two racers here with us today, Real Critical and Crack Attack. They are also going to be joining me on comms, which is very exciting. We're going to be doing a best of 5. We're doing different categories throughout. So we're doing New Game Plus. I'm going to explain very briefly. I know this isn't a big deal because no one has seen this game before. But the main difference between New Game Plus is they have a different arsenal of weapons available to them. So that's what we're going to be playing today. The first 3 runs are going to be the easy ending. So that's any % easy. Followed by the last 2, if we need it, any % all stages. So to get all stages, you have to finish with an A ranking, I believe, at 95% hit rate for all of your levels in order to do all stages. So something very similar to what we saw with Shattered Soldier. So that's going to be coming up here shortly. Really excited to actually get to see this game raced. Never seen before. We need to promote this game more. You need some more racers on here, Crack Attack and Real Critical. So chat, keep that in mind. This is a PlayStation 2 game. Oh, and the other really cool thing about Neo Contra I wanted to say is that we use in-game time. So really easy to time because the time pops up for you when you finish the levels. So we're using in-game time for the racers today. The first 3 races should be rather quick. They're really speedy. I mean, I think you two are 3 seconds apart with your PBs here, the 7-minute range for an 8% easy. So yeah. We got some profiles for our runners here. This picture is great. Real Critical. Keep it real, Ed Critical. Oh, very nice. Coder, artist, cynic, semi-serious speedrunner. Holds the world record in every category of Neo Contra. So there you have it. Ending 1, New Game Plus, PB of 718. And these are the 2 categories we're going to be featuring today. And Ending 4, New Game Plus, PB of 1520. So this is very exciting. I love, I can't read the quote here. But that sounds like a reaction to some Contra RNG. Excellent. Love to see it. Moving on here to Crack Attack. This is just a picture of you. You look fantastic. A speedrunner of video games. Oh wait, you have a sub 2 and Where's Waldo Ness? That's a fun one. I've played that before. This is a game. Great quote. Also has this is second place in the ending 1 New Game Plus PB of 721 and ending 4 New Game Plus PB of question mark. Do you not have a score or a time on here? No, Crack Attack is going to get a score today to put on the boards. That's very exciting. We're making history here, chat. We're making history. All right, so here we go. Again, I'm really briefly, they have to play these 4 missions here. They can do them in any order, but I believe, and Real Critical and Crack Attack, who are joining me on comms, can correct me if I'm wrong. I believe in any % ending 1 easy mode. It's just mission 1, 2, 3, 4 in order. Is that true?
Yeah, or out of order actually.
So,
hi Tazzle. Hey, Craig.
hello.
Hi guys.
How are you feeling? Are you ready for this?
I'm feeling sick right now. I got a bad cough.
Oh no! So you're feeling like you're going to get some sick paces,
okay,
right?
About the game. Yeah. We can be. I think we're both good on the game right now. Yeah.
I feel like I'm gonna be about to be beaten by a sick person. So. We'll
Look,
see.
like I said before, all day today, it's Contra. Anything can happen at any moment. I know this game is a little bit different. I know in any % easy, I think you both get 30 lives in this category. Is that true? You get a lot of lives.
For ending 1 we do, I would say Real Critical, in my opinion, is way better at ending 4, and I'm better at ending 1. So if it reaches ending 4, he can have the advantage, definitely.
Okay, that is really interesting.
The big bird there, yeah. We'll see. Actually, the intro said I have all the world records. However, that's only true for speedrun.com because Craig has ending 1 beaten by now. I understand.
Yeah, I got a time yesterday, 7:14.
Oh, really? And you're practicing? You got a 7:14?
Yeah.
That's incredible. Great job. All right. Well, that's going to be, maybe, hey, you know what? Since this game is a little bit less, I want to say less optimized. It could be very heavily optimized, but less optimized. We have fewer runners on the board. We could see one of you two beat one of your times today. It's possible. I mean, it's, anything's possible, but I feel like it's more possible in this situation.
I agree. Yeah, either category can probably have a record in it.
Yeah, it's. I would say for only having 2 runners, it's actually pretty optimized by now. But I'm also pretty sure that there's a lot to be found, and yeah, I'm definitely hoping for race PB. For either one of us. That's always great.
Okay, with that, how are you two feeling? You ready to get started? Should I give you a countdown?
I'm good.
Let me get to the selection.
Craig's still enjoying the intro.
Yeah.
It looks like a pretty awesome intro. What's nice when you have these like PlayStation 2 games, like PlayStation 2 games was like a DVD, right? So you get more of the cinematics.
Yeah.
Are we starting on stage select, I take it?
Yeah, I suppose.
Let's go ahead and go on over that. Okay.
Yeah, just tell me when you're ready, and I'll give you the countdown. Again, chat, this is in-game time, so there's no timer to be start here. They just want to start at the same moment.
We can call it out, I think. So, what we get for each page.
That'd be great. Okay, so...
Yeah, I guess at the end of each stage, we can, wait for each other, so it's synced up, because it doesn't make a difference anyway. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Oh, yeah, up to you. That sounds like a great idea.
So, yeah, good luck and fun, and I'm ready.
Ready.
Okay, perfect. We're going to do just like last time, the 3, 2, 1, and then go. So, runners, if you're ready, 3, 2, 1, go.
Nice, good luck and fun.
Good luck.
So,
Have fun.
yeah, this is a rather volatile run for multiple reasons. And by volatile, I mean it could go either way for either one of us, because we might be dying by walking into random enemies, getting shot by random stuff. There are very few RNG points in the run that could actually kill us. However, yeah, playing this game very perfectly is a different story, and
it's definitely very hard to optimize every little thing.
Yeah. So while we both have...
To optimize it is a whole different story with this game.
Yeah. I was gonna say we both have a summer best right now of 7 minutes 6 seconds that we could theoretically reach here. That is at the same level right now. However, us actually getting those times here is a different story. Oh no.
Yeah, not my run right now. I already messed up.
Oh no.
Okay, and then
What is
the
this?
worst part was in stage 1.
Oh no.
So if I can point out really quickly, just like we made the connection to Shattered Soldier before, like you'll notice in this game, our runners have 3 weapon choices to choose from, and so you have like 2 land weapons and 1 air weapon. So for your land weapons, in this case, they have the lightning, your lightning,
Yeah.
and then fire katana are the 2 ground abilities, and then you have the 1 air ability. In this case, it's Heaven's Laser. And what's nice is when they die, they don't lose it.
Ridiculously overrated. I mean, not overrated, but overpowered. Definitely not overrated. It is way too strong for this game.
Oh yeah, I definitely recommend watching just a new game run of this, just so you can see the difference. Because when they have the lightning, they just tear. They're like butter, hot knife through butter with the enemies.
Yeah, I definitely recommend watching one too.
Definitely, out of any weapon, but it has to be up close, so it's risk reward usage for that.
Yeah, I recommend watching those runs as well. I recommend not doing speedruns of them. Like, if you do any speedruns, do New Game Plus. So how are we gonna do mission 2? I'm ready.
I already went in. I just out of.
Okay, I got you.
I forgot.
Cool. Ah, that's fine then. I mean, it's kind of hard to, you know.
I got a 138 in stage 1.
138? Damn.
Yeah, I got the in stage 1, as you guys watched, the baby face is the worst thing. I'm sure Real Critical will agree. Other worst thing is run. If you don't get the flame katana slashes, it's very hard to time, very hard to position.
Yeah, I got completely screwed by that. I got a 159,
So I got that.
I believe.
Something like that can really affect how it goes, because it does the same pattern every time, but your precision has to be spot on to get that quick kill.
Yeah.
I have to tell you, visually, it did not look like that big of a difference, which is remarkable.
And
Just from a total noob perspective.
With the in-game timer too, it's like not really sure if it accounts for all the lag. Some of the lag points, especially if you go to ending 4, you'll see that, like when there's a lot of blood particles or something going on the screen, the game lags.
Good old Contra lag, you can't get away from it.
Yeah, so not different from NES.
What I think is funny about where Crack Attack is right now, chat, is like I don't think Crack Attack actually has to kill the enemies that pop out of these holes. It's just for fun watching them die.
Yeah,
it's an auto scroller, and it's also practice for ending 4 later, because there it's relevant. But yeah, they're not very hard to.
We do have to get them in ending 4 if we do all stages, but in this one we don't really need to. You're right.
This boss creeps me out though. Like as a kid playing this, I would have been terrified.
Yeah, it's got some ridiculous boss scenes for sure.
One nice thing about doing in-game time, you don't have to worry about load times, which I think is very important, because when you start to play on disc games, load times make a huge difference just from console to console.
Yeah.
Yep.
No, but as Craig said before, the in-game time in this game is questionable at best. Getting all the quick kills here in stage 2, I'd be surprised if that wouldn't be a new best.
I actually died on the stage 2 boss. Stage 2 boss is a plant. How threatening.
Look, it's a vicious Contra plant, okay?
Yeah.
It's actually this guy in a green suit, and he turned into that giant plant. He's not very threatening at all.
Maybe they stole some of Bill Reiser's DNA, like one of the characters did. I was reading through some lore about it, and like one of the characters you can play is
There's
Bill
a little bit
Reiser.
on that we'll talk about. Yeah.
Okay, I'm entering 3 now.
Okay, you want me to start 3?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, I can go and start 3. I got a 218 in stage 2.
I got a 213, but yeah.
That's pretty good. So you made up all that time with that?
No. You're like 20 seconds ahead after the first stage, so.
What'd you get in the first stage?
158 or something like that. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, or 59 maybe.
Oh, I
Like a
almost
lot.
lost my
It's not gonna be. Yeah. You would have to be affected by a serious medical condition, which I do not wish upon you. For me to make up this time difference.
No, we're not throwing curses at our fellow runners. That's not how this goes.
No, for sure. It is a competition, but a friendly one. As far as I'm concerned.
You can make it WWE style.
Yeah, I would like to point out one funny thing about Contra, Neo Contra is this like the first Contra game where you can't jump? You can't jump, right? There's no jumping. I think you can dash to dodge, but no.
Yeah. No button for it. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of, I would say, a successor to like Super C, more than it is like Contra 1.
Mm-hmm. The notes say it's a sequel to Shattered Soldier, which I thought was interesting.
Yeah, it is the sequel. It takes place, 100 years or something after?
Yeah, this one's what, 4,400 AD?
So I should also mention that we're not playing as Bill Riser as well. We're playing as Jaguar, who is the other protagonist in this game. And there's a reason we're doing that too, because he has the flame katana, only if you pick him.
Yeah, Bill does not do flame katana.
Regular Jaguar is playable with New Game, but in New Game Plus you get him with the sword too.
Yeah,
apparently Jaguar follows the samurai code.
Yeah, he's literally a samurai.
So the unlockable characters also have an increased move speed over the regular ones, which makes a huge difference, especially for Jaguar, because his regular move speed is really terrible.
Yeah, it is.
Right, and I'm ready to enter stage 4. Yep, let's go ahead.
Go ahead and go in.
This is, hands down, the most interesting stage in not just Neo Contra, but all of video gaming.
Oh yeah, why is that?
You're about to see.
Okay, I guess that's spoilers.
I dare not put it in words.
Now.
Okay.
Oh, really? Okay. I'm concerned now.
Yeah, in stage 3, I should also mention that the boss is Lucia from Shattered Soldier, the other protagonist in that game. So she dies.
What? We're killing everybody.
Yeah. Sad day.
But is she the real Lucia though? Like, I don't know.
I can't really tell with this game. I've tried to dissect this game, but it doesn't make sense to me. They try to make it like a Metal Gear Solid kind of story, and it just doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah, like everyone is a clone of a clone, and I don't know.
Yeah, something about Bill Riser's clone. I'm like, okay, well, who's the real Bill Riser? Are we playing the real Bill Riser? Who knows?
Yeah.
Well, I think
we're not even playing as Bill Riser anyway, so.
True. Are we playing this real Jaguar? No one knows.
Fake yeah, I didn't even consider that. There could be a fake Jaguar out there.
I was reading some interesting points, and it's true. Like when I was reading about it, some people say that it's Bill Riser being woken up from 2,000 years in cryosleep, and then other people are saying it's his clone, and then there's also like another character that you can play that has Bill Riser DNA in it, but it's not Bill Riser. Like,
yeah, it's confusing.
It was all over.
It's also confusing, and this is going to happen a couple of times.
Story better than I do.
I keep forgetting which category we're running, which is not optimal.
Currently, we are doing easy.
Yeah.
Easy ending.
Ending 1, I'll try to remember as best I can.
The fast one. How about that?
Yep. That is the new time save that I found. I think while the first race was progressing.
Well, that's a hot time. Okay. You'll notice
7:43 is my total time.
The second part of stage 4 has the Super C song. Just a remix of it.
Okay, so so for those of you who don't know, that's the end. This is the end of the first race. So we had Crack Attack with 720, and Critical you had 43, 743.
743, yeah. So yeah, I got screwed there a couple of times, mainly the 20-second time loss in the first stage, right? And I will also say that my PB is a 718. You know, up until recently, still the world record, and Craig got within 2 seconds of that. So just to shout that out, definitely GG there.
Really fast. Like, I mean, you're running already at the sharp edge of the knife here, if those are your previous scores.
Helicopter blades here.
Yeah, that's a great way to put it. I also want to point out, just so people know, the time difference between New Game and New Game Plus is quite significant. It's about 3 minutes difference. So I think Real Critical, your time in New Game is 10:15, and so what did you say you just got? Crack Attack, a 7:14?
I got a 7:15. Yeah. Early.
Yeah. So it's about 3 minutes difference just by that weapon change.
Yeah, I don't run regular New Game. I only run New Game Plus, but I can tell you it's pretty bad. It's a pretty significant difference, yeah.
You've heard it from the expert's mouth. Play New Game Plus.
Definitely. If you want to have fun at the game.
But yeah, GG's to both of you. How are you feeling? Are you ready to jump into the second race here?
I'm ready.
Let
me select my weapon and I'm ready.
Okay, yeah.
My
make
feeling
sure
is a
you're
different
prepared.
story, but I'm ready.
Yeah, I'm good. Let's go.
Okay,
Right.
Racers in 3, 2, 1, go.
3, 2, 1, go. I already paused. That's a very because in this game you skip a lot of cutscenes by pressing pause, and it's different from Shattered Soldier in that in Shattered Soldier you can pause and skip the cutscene. It's nothing too terrible, but in Neo Contra you can accidentally hit retry if you scroll up or down on the menu.
Oh no! Okay, how many times have you done that? It must be a lot.
It's happened to us both a lot, so that's one thing to consider as well. So if you want to try to pause up or do it at your own risk.
Yeah. Unless you actually hit retry, though, it doesn't lose you any time. If you do hit retry, it does.
So if you pause, does it stop the in-game time?
Yes.
Interesting. Yep. Okay. That's good to know.
As far as we know, yeah. Because the in-game timer is really long. Yeah, baby face.
How did you learn that you
throwing
can skip
all
it
kinds
by
of
pausing?
at this thing right now.
That's
Again,
fascinating.
I didn't get the quick kill.
Yeah, because we're normally trying to
terrible.
skip the cutscenes, because that also adds in-game time for some of them. Basically the intro cutscene to each stage costs time, so we definitely want to pass that.
Oh, this has layers. This is like an onion. It's not just about quick gameplay. It's also about getting the skips to save the time. That's really interesting.
Yeah, and not screwing up and hitting retry.
I'm not going to be the one that says it, right?
Myself there, yeah. I might actually do it by accident.
So if you retry, it's just the level, right? Because we're selecting the levels independently, so you would just be retrying the level. However, that would be tiers. And does it add the time, or is it just start your time over?
I don't know.
It should add your time.
I think it adds,
Okay.
yeah. I've always just reset because it's terrible.
I was just thinking, should something unfortunate happen, because you've mentioned it a few times, what would the scenario be? That's all.
Yeah, we just want to make it seem more scary than it is.
It is scary. I'm scared.
I don't know what your time there was, but I got 143. So it seems like you're
139. I got the quick kill.
Oh, very close though. Very close, both of you.
It's still anybody's game here.
Yeah, I do have to make up the time from stage 1 in any case, it seems.
Stage
As Craig
2
said,
can be all over
the
the
baby
place.
flower is 4 seconds is something I can potentially make up depending on how it works.
Even up to the 4th stage, you can make that up for the audience. That's actually still anything can go still.
If I don't forget which category we're running, at least. I'm making it sound like a little bit of a meme, but it's really hard to figure out whether we're running ending 1 or
that's true.
4.
I would say if you practice both, it's very hard to differentiate on the spot sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, the last thing I streamed was ending 4 PG attempts, so here I am.
So the main difference, just from my understanding, is you would be working on that 95% hit rate, so you'd be killing more enemies. Is that the idea?
Yep, exactly.
Okay.
And it's different from Shattered Soldier in that some of the enemies are really out of the way, especially in stage 1. So the ones we skip, it's we usually try to skip the ones out of the way, and then if we need extra kills, there's a few that are okay to get along the way. Got to do some math.
That's really interesting. It's funny how it changes the whole dynamic of the speedrun.
Mm-hmm.
Shattered Soldier is not as... It's actually less, I guess, forgiving, but there's a lot more spots in Shattered Soldier to easily make up that hit rate. compared to this game. Oh, I screwed up.
One of the other things I really like about this game, it's soundtrack. It slaps. The music is so good in Neo Contra.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
I'm sure you don't even hear it anymore, being runners of this game, so whatever.
Yeah.
But I remember when I loaded it up just to have a look at what this game was all about, I was like, oh, this soundtrack is sweet.
Yeah, it is very good.
Yeah, there's one particular track that a former co-op runner joined me for this game was celebrating, which is just, a lot of noise to put in his words. But it slaps is definitely a way to put it.
So I want to mention that since we're doing 80%, there's other stages. There's stage 5, 6, and 7, just like Shattered Soldier. And stage 5 is definitely a lot longer. It's definitely the alien level. And then there's stage 6, which is a boss rush, and then stage 7 is the final boss. Very similar to the Shattered Soldier run in that, like the format they went with that.
Yeah, and so you can't see those extra stages unless you're getting an A rank on the first 4. So that's how you get access to those.
It also has to be on normal difficulty as well.
Yeah, you can't. You don't even have a chance if it's on easy, right?
Yeah.
To see anything. No, it has to be on normal.
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna sit real
Don't do it. Don't do it.
I have my
do it
crystal.
for all I care.
Yeah, real critical spawn. I'm gonna do it.
Crack Attack, that boss is a hot dog bun. I think that's what it should be called from now on.
I guess.
It has been in the past, actually. You're not the first person to call that.
And you got guys rolling on balls and things like that, and helicopter blade running. It's ridiculous.
Yeah,
I mean, that's like the best part about it.
Had some fun.
I mean, what a strange boss. I'm seeing it again on Real Critical side. It's just, like, fascinating.
Yeah, I mean, it's optimized enough. Especially this part is really cool to watch, I think. The end of this long train here, you're going to take a couple of seconds to see it, I guess. Because of the stream delay.
The squid is also a very terrible boss, too. Very hard to optimize. It's the baby face and the squid are probably the 2 worst bosses, I'd say. Because if you don't get those quick kills, they take so much more time. And Lucia then too, if you don't get that. But Lucia's not too terrible to optimize.
Yeah.
It actually took me like... I played the stage for like 5 hours trying to figure out if the katana could reach the squid. And that's actually what made this run possible with the katana jaguar. Because that was the one thing that was kind of like impeding our progress on using the katana everywhere.
Oh, really?
Yeah. That and the
it always
you can
feels
shoot
good
it
when
with
you find that out.
the lightning, but
yeah, it takes a lot longer. So I was determined to find a way to do it. And yeah, you can actually use katana pretty much everywhere.
Yep. There is a couple of bosses where, especially in stage 5, which you may or may not see today.
So Crack Attack, I got a question.
Yes.
Is that the spin it to win it strat? Like, are you just like spinning around on the PS2 controller there? Because it's great.
Yeah,
Fun to watch.
right? Yeah, to answer your question, yes. Spin with the laser, the heaven's laser going.
Yeah, we get to see Real Critical do it right now. Yeah. So that's the air.
There's not enough spin in that scene.
Yeah, it's
no, you gotta spin more.
Yeah, the air thing scans. Your air weapon scans whatever it can shoot. There's certain like lock-on targets. If you notice, they have like a cursor over them. Those are the ones where you can use anti-air on. You can still use anti-air if it somehow connects, but to homing in on it, it's actually supposed to be kind of a homing weapon too. It's hard to see with the heavenly laser, but yeah, that's what that green thing is.
So is it like one of those things like when you sweep over it, it connects it, or do you actually have to push a button for it to...
Yeah, you can sweep over it.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, basically you hold the button, and when you release the button, it shoots at all locked-on targets, so...
Oh, neat. That's kind of like the Metroid Dread, that one ability.
Yeah, exactly.
I love how fast his legs are moving. Like, they're just like... It's like he's running, like, full in fast forward on the helicopter blades.
A bit should mention the final boss of any percent is a dog.
What?
Yep.
Is Animal Contra is called. He
Is
just
it a
goes in the
man-faced
machine.
mutt?
It's a
So,
dog. The dog
what's
with the
your time?
soldier hat on.
Huh.
But since we killed
Why are
him in
we
one hit,
killing dogs?
Because he's an evil dog. I don't know.
Ah, evil dogs. Wow. Both of you were very quick there.
Yeah, I
Think you
missed
get
what
this
Craig's
one?
time was.
I think you get this one real critical. Let's see.
I had a spoiler. It's 7:22, 24.
Okay, so you beat me on that one.
I
Okay, so
did.
real-
Okay, nice.
Yeah,
So we
7:27.
will see ending 4.
Yeah, we're getting to see
And
ending
we-
4. I'm gonna.
What,
We are currently tied.
what was
I
your
think I
time,
got
What was
Craig?
your time?
7, I think.
Nice, still very
it
close.
was. So 1 and 1.
I'm keeping overall score, but I didn't see your time.
I hope we're not adding up the seconds. Cause,
No, I'm just curious so that we can say, oh, look at this. This person was this amazing, and they got the fastest
Yeah.
time overall. No, I just
I see.
There's no adding up of time.
spoilers, so
Look,
it's
I have
probably
one
gonna be
hand
correct.
right now. I have one
I
hand
think
right
it
now,
was-
so there's
I
no
want-
adding.
I
There's
want to
no
go back.
math.
Somebody wants to go back and see my time. I think it was 7:27.
Oh wow, you were really close. That's why I wanted to know. I thought you were super close.
Yeah, we were close to
Okay.
that. Definitely.
You're only 3 seconds apart. That's quite the race. Okay, well, whenever you're ready, we can go into race 3, and then we can take a break, and then you can get situated for ending 4.
I'm ready.
Alrighty. This is game 3 in 3, 2, 1, go.
Let's see.
I always find it so interesting to see like this version of Contra, because it always feels so different when you have these missions, like you're selecting missions. I don't know, it's interesting.
I'm not quite sure why that is. It doesn't make a big difference because, yeah, the order in which you play them doesn't really matter. So they could have just skipped it.
Is there any reason to play it 1 through 4?
For speedrun attempts, it makes a difference because some stages are harder than others. Currently, stage 1 is the hardest for all the categories, so you start with 1 anyway. But like, if you're just trying to get a lot of attempts in, it makes a lot of sense to start with the hardest stages first. So you could go like 1, 4, 3, 2, for example, just to reduce the overall lifetime you need to do attempts, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I understand. I don't know if you heard me earlier when I was talking briefly about Contra 3, Stage 1 being Stage 1 jail. Like, you get stuck there sometimes, and you're not doing any attempts because you've died 25 times in Stage 1, you know? So, it's nice to optimize the playability of the game, really.
Yeah.
It is a
I didn't get
baby
the
doll
quick time,
head.
Even a single
I
one.
did not get the
Yeah,
control
it is.
on Babyface. Babyface is a huge troll, in case you didn't know.
That's the
Yep.
first time I've actually seen the baby face, and I've been watching this whole time.
Yeah. Not calling it babyface for nothing. It's definitely one of the creepier
The worst
enemies.
one, I guarantee you. It doesn't look hard, but it really is.
So casually, like I assume you both played this game casually before you started running it,
Yeah.
speedrun. Like how long would you say it takes to take down Babyface? Like in comparison to doing it in the speedrun? Like is it we're here for a minute running around Babyface, or what's it like?
I mean, the thing is, normally you don't have these weapons, right? So for
Right.
the regular new game weapons, it just takes forever to kill any of these bosses. So everything you can see is used the sword on, that is definitely going to take at least, say, 20 seconds longer or something like that.
The flame katana does way more damage than anything else in this game.
It also sounds cooler.
That's fair.
And
You
who
have to get
doesn't want a
close,
flame
it's kinda hard to
katana?
use. It can be at a bit of adjustment when you're learning the speedrun to learn how to use the katana and not get hit, because it pulls you forward whenever you hit.
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting.
Like,
Okay.
actually, the positioning is very important in this game for that.
Yeah, you can see us do like certain lineups for certain enemies. Oh, what? Come on.
Riding on dinosaurs. And then a lizard.
So does the lightning just automatically hit whatever's closest in chain, or like are you actually selecting your enemies?
Yeah. You have a direction, but otherwise you're not selecting anything.
Okay, that's nice.
Yeah, the chain lightning. It doesn't actually do a lot of damage to certain things, but a lot of things that die in one hit, it's very effective since it covers a lot of area.
Yeah, I think at one point I figured out that there's let's just call them artificial enemies and biological enemies, and they take different damage from flame attacks and from lightning attacks, and that it does make a meaningful difference for the speedrun, but it does for new game actually.
That is interesting. Like it's always funny, like when you're working through a game casually to speedrunning it, like the small changes that you actually probably wouldn't have even noticed, and then it's kind of like an aha moment later on when obviously it's negligible now, like it doesn't matter, but
yeah,
it is neat that they built it into the game to have different hit points.
It's really weird when you're speedrunning this game for like a couple months and then you're figuring something like that out.
Yeah, exactly. And then you're just like, how am I just got to this point now?
Just tell me about it earlier. And the time loss is everywhere. I'm not feeling good about this run.
We'll see. Yeah, mine is going kind of hairy too. It's like it's hard to notice the difference too in this game, especially if you know it. Even if you know it, it's still. It doesn't look like it's that far apart or something, but it sometimes can be.
Yeah.
What I always say is, with like as a person watching like a game that you've never really seen run before, you don't know the strats. It all looks like you two are just slaying it. So you might feel that things are hairy, but to the viewer, we're just watching you destroy this game.
It definitely is a cool game to watch, I think. Yeah.
Plant
what are you
with
gonna say, Craig?
I said don't retry. I hovered over retry again.
And it doesn't happen to me because I kind of time it. I'm sure that loses me some seconds, but yeah.
Now that I know it's a thing, it stresses me out seeing it. Seeing the cursor hovering over retry.
I always keep it in mind. It's definitely something you gotta be wary of.
I probably would be yelling it during my runs every time. Just to myself.
These enemy patterns here. Just so you know, Crack, the blue ninjas in stage 3, they want to see you win.
Oh, okay.
You can, send them
We'll see what the
send them their fees later.
There's a pattern in stage 3 where these guys are rolling on rocks, and if you try to do optimal, sometimes you'll just run into them.
Yep.
That's one of the few RNG parts in the whole game.
I couldn't tell if those were rocks or like giant bombs. Because they look like they have fuses on them, but yeah.
The second to last turn, they can just. Well, I think we're both good on that one, it looks like.
Yep. Yeah, that. Despite everything, there wasn't a good stage.
But yeah, you can see that Crack Attack, for those who are watching in real time, just took a death there. But it's easy to get back up and go because you got all your weapons still. It's not ultra punishing.
Yeah, it's actually, I would say, pretty easy to finish this game compared to some other Contras, but to optimize it, yeah, it's a different story.
Mr. Quick on the squid.
Okay, I had a pretty bad stage 3 overall. So
I got a quick
actually, I think
elbows,
this will be pretty close again. Let's see.
We'll see. If I saw correctly, you were 3 seconds ahead at stage 2.
I had a bad stage 2, I think, is what it was. Yeah, like a 220 or something.
I forgot to check. That's what we were talking about. During the setup for the marathon, we're just used to clicking these times away. You know?
Yeah, and because you run the game, like you kind of have the feeling, you know if it's fast, you know if you need to reset. You're never really looking at it. You just know it was good or bad.
Yeah. So the in-game time is a little bit weird in that regard, and sometimes when you think a stage is good, it's actually bad, and vice versa. But
this game will gaslight you so hard. Real Critical will say the same thing.
Yeah. Sure.
Like, oh wow, I got every quick kill, I got everything, and then your time is like 10 seconds slower.
And you're like, what?
Trust us, it's happened to both of us many, many times. And then when we think the stage is awful, we get like a PB on it or something.
Yeah.
Individual. Literally happened to Real Critical earlier.
There must be some sneaky behind the scene counting, kind of like, what is it? Is it Mike Tyson's Punch Out? Punch Out has weird timing, the NES game, so I wonder if there's like something weird going on in the in-game time as well for this game.
Yeah, I wonder.
I can't figure it out, honestly. I don't know what counts and what doesn't entirely.
Yeah. At some point, I'm gonna begin a game with some RAM Watcher and Hexadder and figure it all out. But
I could watch this lightning weapon all day. It's so satisfying watching it just explode everything.
what you should definitely do is give this game a shot, because it's also very satisfying to use it.
That was a pretty terrible run for me.
Yeah, comparatively too. It feels like once you go do New Game Plus, you don't want to go back to the regular weapons. Just even watching it.
Just hit retry the boss. Alright, what do we got? Oh god, that's awful time.
I missed it. Crack Attack, what did you get?
It's too embarrassing to say, but I got a 729.
Oh no! You still beat me to it.
Oh, really?
Yep. I can spoiler it, even though this boss is still coming up, but it's a 734.
Oh, okay.
So,
yeah, we both had awful runs on that one. That was kind of...
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, awful to you. Still look pretty good from where I'm sitting.
Yeah, so...
Yeah, we get some extra stages. Hopefully you guys look forward to that.
Oh, I'm totally excited to see the extra stages, because we're also going to get to watch you kill a bunch more enemies so that we can see the extra stages. So it's going to be slightly different in, I imagine, just the general gameplay and routing, which will be interesting.
Yep.
So this
And
is a
3
tall
more
order to
stages.
win one of these 3.
Yeah.
The guy don't even
for
have
me,
a
more than for you.
24 PB, so it's going to be good.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm really excited, because then we were actually going to get you a score on the board after this run. It doesn't matter what happens, you're getting a score on the board, which I always like to see. Anywho, with that, I think we're going to take a really quick break. So again, everyone, grab a drink, have a stretch, grab a snack, and then Real Critical and Crack Attack will be back with more Neo Contra. This time we're going to be doing Ending 4, which is all stages. So see you all.
Oh yeah, speaking of
Hello, everyone. Welcome back. Welcome back to more Neo Contra. We're switching it up a little bit. We are now doing the any percent all stages. This is ending 4. So this is where we get 5, 6, and 7 on top of 1 through 4. And for the first time ever, Crack Attack is going to get a time for the any percent all stages. Run, right, Crack? It's happening.
Maybe, if I finish.
Don't say that. We are doing a best of 5. So that means if Crack Attack wins this race, that is it. Crack Attack gets all the glory. If Real Critical wins this race, then we go to game number 5 and winner takes all. How you feeling?
Good.
I need more hype from our runners. Kat, we need some hype from you and some hype from our runners here.
Yeah, the pressure is definitely on. I can feel it. I not to perform well in ending 4, which should be easy enough, but to remember that it's ending 4 now after doing ending 1 all day. So it's really a struggle. Believe me, I'm old. You'll know one day.
The difference here, chat, is when we were doing ending 1, it was on easy. The game is now on normal. It has to be on normal for any percent all stages. And our runners have to get a hit score of 95% for each mission so that they can unlock and go to stages 5, 6, and 7. So with that...
let me actually clarify one thing. We do have to get the 95% right back, so it is retry once we cannot make the 95.
Yes.
Correct.
Retry and add like another few minutes, whatever that stage takes.
Yep. All right.
That seems fair, especially in race mode. Retries are allowed.
Also want to note one more thing for anyone who's noticing that I have 20 credits and Crack has 8. That just depending on the playtime, and it doesn't give me any advantage whatsoever.
Oh, that's really interesting. Is that like an Easter egg? What does it mean? Is it just on the screen only?
It's actually make the game easier to finish for players, right? So the more you play it, the more you actually get credits to keep going.
Just like Shattered Soldier does that actually too. Where you can
that's really cool.
In this one, you can't increase the lives, I don't think. It's always set.
I'm not sure, yeah.
But you can change the amount of lives you have in
normal at least.
if you really want to make it more challenging.
You want to make it more challenging? One wants to make it more
one
challenging?
life everywhere.
Are we talking new categories? We're breaking new ground here?
That's ending 5, if you want to do that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
That's S.
more or
That's where you have to get 98%,
Pretty
yes?
much ending 5, if you do that.
That's the glutton for punishment category.
Sure, Tassel, how about you do that run first? We'll soon to be followed.
Okay, maybe once I rehab my wrist here, which is in a full cast at the moment, I'll be right there. So stay tuned for that.
Well, soon, for different reasons.
The game has no mashing, so you're good.
Oh, that is actually very important. So maybe I'll be there sooner than we thought. All right, are you two ready to grok? Are you ready to get this 80% all stages on the go? We're talking, this about doubles the time, right? We're looking more into like 16 minutes here.
Yep.
15, 16 minutes. Okay.
Longer and more stages. I'm ready.
Oh, that is so true. JD Silva has a point. I did invent something for Contra 3 called the kitchen sink percent, so I'm all about new categories. So I'm being called out, and it's true. So yes, I will
actually see one life.
Exactly.
There's no way you can do a kitchen sink on this game. Some of the weapons don't reach.
No, that doesn't work. It's not it doesn't apply here, but okay. Since you're both ready, let's get started. Without further ado, this is game number 4. Again, if Crack wins, it is full glory for Crack Attack. If Real Critical wins, we go to game number 5. We're going to be starting in 3, 2, 1, go.
Like a fun.
Look.
So Craig led me to believe that he didn't practice this.
I did not practice. I guarantee you'll see it now. Oh, I did practice it, but I didn't try to optimize anything.
Yeah, which doesn't mean that he won't win though. So I'm kind of.
Yeah, what's interesting about it, if you do a lot of retries, is that you can definitely lose a lot of time that way.
Yeah, that's true.
I was gonna say too, that whole thing with quote beginner's luck, when someone just goes through it and suddenly everything just works for them and everything flies through the first time, and when they have no business having that happen, it's all possible. Anything could happen. You might be setting a new record here, Crack.
I hope not.
Isn't commentary supposed to be neutral? I'm just kidding. For what it's worth, you did figure out that commentary scores a thing earlier, so
What, honestly. So I'm just gonna get everything, I think. Okay.
I'm just trying to boost the morale so that we guarantee we see all stages here, Real Critical.
No hard feelings whatsoever. I'm definitely for a good race. Wish Crack all the best, but I'm not gonna lie, I would like to at least see a game 5, and if Craig wins that, then he deserves it. And if he wins now, he deserves it even more, I suppose. But
I'm not gonna win now, I guarantee.
Oh, we all want to see it in game number 5. That's just how it goes. This could just be warm-up. This could just be warm-up for Crack, getting the feel of this category, and then, game 5, it'll be, off to the races for both of you.
Yeah. We'll see. So there is actually one strat and one stage here I'm doing that is very retry heavy for me because...
All yours. I think I may have to retry, we'll see.
Oh no.
Maybe that's good. I think, let's see.
I'm holding my breath out of stress here.
Same here.
Yeah, honestly, the whole run's like this, honey. You can just screw up any level on it.
I mean, from what I can see right now, you both look
the
like
legs, right?
same.
You get extra? Okay. I think I'm gonna hit the legs. So then, that's one of the backup strats you can do on the Titan, is you can hit its legs before it transforms.
So the important thing now is that you want to look for at the end of each stage, it shows us a rank, and we do actually have to get either A or S. If we don't have that...
Spoilers, I barely got 95.
Oh man. I got 96,
I died,
or 97.
Yeah, I died twice. That was really... I skipped some enemies too.
Yeah.
So, what's interesting to note, I think I mentioned this earlier, they actually changed the death penalty from Shattered Soldier to Neo Contra to be more polite. In Shattered Soldier, a death costs you 2%, and in Neo Contra, it only does 1%. So if this was Shattered Soldier, Crack Attack would be in tears right now.
Yes, that's correct. It's only 1%. Essentially,
And
this
this game,
to actually complete, but to do a run of it is still something else.
this game is actually really easy to play and pick up and all. So,
Yeah. Casual, it's not terrible actually.
in the interest of maybe gaining new runners for it, it's definitely not a hard game to pick up. I would say to optimize is a different story.
Are you both playing on actual hardware?
Yeah.
Yes, please. Oh,
I'm
there
gonna
goes
go
like
through what
10
we did last
seconds for me right there.
Yeah, the capture looks a little bit different. Watching the stream.
Mine is really dark
One
for
eye.
some reason. I don't know. It looks like Doom 3 or something.
Yeah, it wasn't doing that before, but suddenly we've gone Doom mode on your side.
Yeah, my text is kind of weird with that.
I would like to just mention, we talked about this last time, Shattered Soldier was an accessible game if you wanted to actually have the physical media, and so is Neo Contra. I'm looking in Canadian dollars that it's no more than 30 Canadian dollars for a complete copy of Neo Contra. So if you're like me and you get a little too obsessed with the physical media, this is accessible game for you to purchase. If you don't feel like running on emulator.
Dude, what? Die! And am I allowed to curse here? I'm just
No
just for
cursing.
completeness sake. No
In
cursing.
your brain, you're allowed to curse.
I definitely am doing that.
My mom would say this restricts the gameplay by not being able to swear, but it's okay.
Alright, it's fine.
I think that's how you do it.
I completely messed it up, so don't worry. You got all the time in the world.
What's really exciting is for the viewer right now, you two are in sync, so this is a very exciting race.
Oh, are we? Oh, nice.
What is that giant laser beam? Can that kill you when the door
You wanna
explodes
screw it
there?
up? Yeah, so it appears right before the boss rush. Yeah, if you stand in its way, it's going to kill you.
Okay, got it.
The back
And
trying to see Heaven's laser until you can sort it.
right, because Heaven's laser can hit it from afar because it's
The Heaven's laser also has a property of its armor piercing. It goes through pretty much everything.
Oh, that's neat.
Yeah, as long as something has a hitbox available. Sometimes enemies don't always have a hitbox right away. But
And
if
is
they
it
have a
piercing?
hitbox right away, it can go through anything. Yeah.
Is it piercing like Shattered Soldier, where it has depreciating returns? So the more it goes through, the less damage it does, or does it do the same amount of
It only
damage?
does one tick of damage, as far as I know.
Okay.
If there's multiple parts of the boss, like it has 4 parts, it'll deal damage to each one of those.
That's kind of awesome.
Yeah. So the first mini boss in stage 3, for example, has multiple parts, and that's why you're able to do a lot of damage to it in both categories. Oops, I gotta learn how to play here. Okay.
That is very impressed on your ability to keep in the swears real critical.
Yeah. You know that you remember that quote from the beginning? That's
That makes sense.
Exactly, it was perfect.
when Mimixer asked me for a quote for the intro screen. I didn't have to think very long. He said that much.
It's really funny because I always joke like I have to keep my Canadian in when I'm playing games online. So you have to have alt swears.
I didn't shush you, by the way. I just,
Oh no, I understood. I read you loud and clear. Don't worry. Not only did I not think I was being shushed, I was pausing just to see what was to follow.
Just making sure.
Even if you did, no offense taken. I'm the one talking over your gameplay, so.
No. I'm very much appreciating the commentary. It is not hard to play and commentate at the same time, but on the other hand, it's very nice to be able to focus on a game every once in a while. Like for these bosses, then I'm totally talking through it all the time.
It's to me, when I do it, it's always nice to know that there's someone there to fill space if you need a moment.
Yeah, much appreciated. Oh, what? Oh, no.
So what are those green lasers? I swear I didn't see those before, and now I'm seeing them now.
On the squid?
Yeah, the squid.
So it does a thing where it like shoots in certain directions, like if you take too long to kill it. Because the bosses have more health on normal, you'll definitely see that. If it hits you, it does kill you, so... You can dodge through it too. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to get the percentage on this. We'll see.
That actually makes a lot of sense, and that's the thing I didn't notice, and I should have asked, that because we're now in normal, bosses take more damage.
They have a lot more health, yeah.
More health, sorry.
Yeah.
They need to do more damage.
Double, like roughly double health.
Yeah, it's double for a lot of them. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if it's true for all.
Are the trash mobs still easy to kill, or do they also have more?
Normal.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
The regular soldiers are. They all have one health still.
Or maybe
like
this,
they're both still
this weapon
good.
set is just too strong. I'm actually not sure. It could be either.
Yeah, the katana is very strong. It's kind of like the Mega Man X2 Shoryuken, where it, if anybody knows that game, where it hits every frame of damage. And of course, if something has like very low invuln frames, it'll do a lot of damage quickly.
Yeah, and at the same time, it's annoyingly precise to hit.
Yes, the precision has to be spot on.
Is that an exercise of frustration because you're playing with the stick? Like I feel like my biggest thing about PlayStation games and not playing them is like the stick is my bane.
You can use the D-pad as well. It's just for very precise things, the stick will be a little bit better. And honestly, you can do the whole run on D-pad, and it's not too much worse.
That's good to know. So I've got a random question for you both. Do you have a specific color of PlayStation 2 controller you play with, or are you running the OG black right now?
Blue.
I'm doing black.
Ah, the blue. Is it the clear blue? I love the clear blue.
Clear blue. I have a clear blue and I have a clear green.
Ooh, very nice.
For everything important, I do the blue.
I always like to hear, because we all have our favorite controllers, and Real Critical says they've got the OG black controller going.
Yep.
I went down a dark hole of PlayStation 2 controller refurbishing recently, and holy moly, did I enter a new world? I did. It's remarkable and a scary place to be.
Don't curse. I know you can do it.
I'm not.
We're just
sure if I can do it, but
the baby is around. We're just shushing the baby,
yeah, sure.
Oh yeah, I get that. Right, okay, I didn't even know that. I've done ending 5 before, which is similar, but this is its own category.
Yeah, we were discussing which category to play on the lineup for this, and we decided against ending 5, probably for good reason.
It's bad.
But then I optimized ending 4 to the point where it's basically at the same point.
I don't think I'm
not being
this one or that stage.
I think if we were talking for marathon safety and just for like viewability, obviously we could always do ending 5, but that's just that's a bit torturous,
It is.
Yeah, and honestly, I don't know whether we actually could do that. So.
Yeah, that's the other thing too, right? We might just be resetting for days and not even get a full run in.
I did not get I gotta redo stage 4.
Oh. You were so close.
Stage 5 on my end here.
Yeah, I got 2 deaths in the 95. I was doing ending 5, speaking of which. But that's not how you do this one.
It's the death that got you.
Yeah. 2 deaths and a 95% is 93. That's no good.
No good. So going in for round 2.
Yep,
okay, I have a question. So yes, you get the A rank and the 4 stages to get all stages. Do you have to continue with the A rank now, or now it doesn't matter anymore? You can just go for the fences and just beat 5, 6, and 7.
Everything but the final stage. But you can really get lower than A rank in the final stage.
Okay, so in stage 7 you have to get A rank to get the proper ending?
That's the only one that's...
Okay.
So the last stage for us that matters is stage 6. However, getting anything less than A rank on stage 6 is very rare. So, yeah, we really have to worry about that.
Ending 4, you really shouldn't die more than 5 times, because you'll get 100% just by completing the stage. Just like in
Okay, well that's nice. They gave you one for your time and effort and tears.
Yeah, Shattered Soldier does the same thing too. So you get 100% just by completing it.
Oh, I don't like that boss. The creepy finger mouth boss. That's terrifying. No, thank you. What is that?
Yep.
Send it back.
It is everything you don't want it to be.
Ugh.
Oh, it's really bad.
It's like a freakier Kimco. It's Kimco, right? Like it's a kind of a Kimco.
Yeah, there's some.
It definitely has too many fingers.
Yeah, not a fan of whatever that is.
Other Contra games, yeah, I can see why.
It's kind of like the millipede in Contra 3 plus Kimco combined is what that boss looks like to me. All right, how you doing, Crack Attack? We gonna make it this time?
I hope so.
Yeah, me too. We're rooting for you.
Great weapon.
Thankfully, I don't know which weapon you should be doing, so I can't commentate or curse you.
Or even more so.
I don't think I get it again. We'll find out.
Oh no. Stage 4 is also the stage I was the most worried of.
Okay. I barely got it. Okay. I can actually do something.
GG.
Woo! Nice work.
So it'd take real critical whole stage 2, fail the rank, and then come back. Stage 5 is definitely like the last threshold for that, I think.
Yeah, and since I don't really have any incentive to not play it safe, I think I can die. Like
I already died at the beginning.
Me too.
Very impressive.
From the
future.
Happens.
We do play this beginning stage using the sword. Normally you can use a machine gun or something like that, you know.
Yeah.
The sword makes it a lot harder, but also a lot faster. So
very hard risk reward one.
Yep.
Really, I find that interesting because you would think that the lightning would just connect to everything for you, but that's not the case.
There's a lot
it
of
is, but the damage isn't high enough.
Ah, okay.
The lightning damage isn't very high at all, actually.
I just got an S rank on stage 5.
It happens to be a good one for one-shotting.
Yep. So stage 6, this is where I normally educate people that, I guess you can't see it yet, but this is a tutorial for how to enter space bases is coming up.
How to enter what kind of spaces?
Bases that are in space.
Oh, space bases.
Yeah, this is a very unconventional one.
I gotta tell you that space bases sounds a lot like safe spaces when you're saying it out loud.
Fair,
and I don't know. I don't think we can. That's probably the wrong.
It's not
wrong
fair in space. I can tell you that much.
Yeah, I can also definitely excuse you for not thinking of what I meant at first, you know? When are you ever entering space bases?
Yeah, space bases when you weren't already in space.
Yep. But it's a very head-on approach. That's what I can spoil for whenever you guys will see it. Very nice cutscene that is unskippable, by the way.
Is this the only unskippable cutscene in the game?
I think so, yeah.
Or at least in this particular category?
Yeah, I think. I mean, this is the longest category for all intents and purposes, so...
Woo! Look at you go. Into the cheek. Did you just, like, burr a hole into the space base with your head?
That's exactly what I did.
I mean, that's impressive.
You do it.
Thank you. You know, people think we're playing these brutes who only use their weapons, but they also use their heads.
That's great. Okay, what is this? Like, this kind of looks like... What are they doing? They're all just standing around? It's like a ritual where they're all just, like, flame sorting at you, and then they all randomly die at the same moment? Like, what was that? How did you kill them? I don't even understand what happened.
So let's Bill Riser, and... Yeah, pretty much. I'm not sure if it's the clone or not. I can't even understand the story, but yeah, that's Bill Riser.
Yeah, I think that's the actual one, and you're not the actual one.
Yeah, you're playing the fake one, I think.
Yeah. Wait, all 5 are the Bill Risers?
Yeah, they're like clones of... It's basically like this enemy that does like, I'm splitting myself in multiples trope.
Okay, hold on.
Not a lot of the thing about this game makes sense, right? You gotta keep that in mind.
The story is ludicrous.
Well, Contra is the final boss.
Yep. So right now I'm fighting the last stage.
So the giant head boss, who's that?
That's Bill Rayson.
Yep. Oh, I missed
Like,
the kill.
he now wants to kill us? Or
Yeah,
the
he's
aliens
trying
have
to make it to
stolen his DNA?
He's trying to make it to Earth, and he can destroy Earth.
Because we're not the actual Bill
That's
Riser,
why
so
it's
naturally the real
confusing.
Bill Riser is
It
the
doesn't
enemy.
make a whole lot of sense to me, because I would have thought that after
Yeah,
Bill
I
killed
used to.
Lance, that this would be Lance coming back and, causing the meteor storm show that we're seeing right now. But it's weird that it's Bill. We're gonna have to, if it doesn't exist on the internet, we're gonna have to start writing some fanfic for what's actually happening here.
Yeah, you have to do a lot of research to figure out what happens in this game.
Now I'm curious. This is like a thing where you stay up to 4 o'clock in the morning and you go down like a ridiculous rabbit hole to try to figure out what's going on, and then by the morning time you realize that you haven't gotten anywhere. That's what's gonna happen.
I think
ranking. I just need them not.
I don't want to speak for Craig here, but I think at a very early point in that research, we just decided against it and just did runs. And if you want to figure out the story, go ahead.
Like I gotta give I gotta contribute to the community in my own special way. Okay.
I've been down that rabbit hole trying to figure out the story. I still don't get it.
Oh, that's even better.
There's no theories about it and so on. You'll be there a long time.
This cutscene's amazing, by the way.
Yeah, there is actually, if we have time for it, there is a
In
very
movie
nice
11.
cutscene in this game. Exactly, movie 11. That's
Movie 11.
always a killer.
There's a reason to play Neo Contra.
Yeah.
Just for the
I
cutscene.
ran this game a couple of times in the marathon, and that was always a banger. So yeah.
This is the best cutscene in all of Contra. Uncontested, you will see.
Yep.
The only thing I'm missing is I wish we had sound. Okay, so that confirms, this picture here confirms that we have a valid, was it 4? Ending 4, that
Ending
picture.
4, yeah. I hope so, anyway.
Yeah,
I the rank of A, so. Yeah.
I looked at the picture to confirm previously.
Okay,
and
I see.
That's what it looked like. That's what I recall myself.
Yeah, it's
So
always
nice. Do we have
when
your
the,
time? Did we see your
ending 3 or
time?
something. Sure, it's 16:17.
Pretty good.
16:17. Very nice. GG.
It's almost a minute slower than my PB, but I did go for a couple of safety strats here and there. As I said, I wasn't really incentivized to go for risky strats here, right? Since I knew I was a little bit ahead.
And truthfully, like in a marathon setting, to take risky strats in a position where you have to get a certain ranking to progress is just, it's darn right risky.
Yeah, fair. In stage 4, which was the one that Craig had retried, I definitely do risky strats. And yeah, honestly, I was afraid of that happening. Me having to retry stage 4. Oh no.
I got it. Okay, I can do the final stage.
Okay, nice.
This Bill fight is just completely unhinged. It's just a weird head fused into the ground, like wiggling around. Like, what the heck?
Yeah.
And then it has Krang lasers out of its eyes. It kind of reminds me of Krang.
Yeah,
but then the inside of that head is also a head, and it's being teleported into space somehow, and you're also in space on some platform that wasn't there before. And now, like the stage 6 boss seems kind of less weird, right? At least.
How Palpatine returns.
Real talk though, how do you get off this space platform? Like, I'm pretty sure, like, you're just doomed once you defeat the boss here. Like, you look like you're hurtling into the Earth right now, because you can see the...
Oh, I game over. That's hilarious. Okay. Never happened.
Oh, vids or no dids. I didn't see anything. Chad hasn't seen it yet. It's totally cool.
Didn't happen. I can still actually technically do all stages still, which is hilarious. So that's also another thing on the percentage. It's actually less percentage for a game over for a Neo Contra compared to Shattered Soldier. I think it's what, like 5% for a game over? Instead of 10% Shattered Soldier has.
Oh, I didn't even know there is a penalty.
Yeah.
I know they like cut everything in half. Because of...
we never worry about it, so it runs, so...
Yeah.
We'll find out right now. Like with anyone who's interested in like doing casual, trying to get a certain percentage, it's keeping a note.
I mean, I'm curious now.
I'm doing research right now.
Okay. Here's your research right now. It actually doesn't. It's only the lives.
There you go.
I could have sworn it was 5%, but I guess I'm wrong.
I wonder where that 5% you're thinking comes from. So we have a 2109. Is that my understanding? Is that correct?
Yep, that is correct.
So
and so that's
through the stages.
Yeah, that's mainly from the stage 4 retry. But I mean, you don't even have a time in this. So I mean, this is your first time. Even how many times have you completed this before this time?
I've done ending 5, but that's different. And that's a 60-minute, so could probably get a 60-minute or something.
And to let you know,
ending 4 was always a failed ending 5 that I still completed.
Yeah, we never really bothered to optimize it until this race.
So in the rules, are you allowed?
We can finish.
Can you do a restart, like restart a level in the rules for posting a time? I'm just curious, asking for a friend.
Yeah, I'm why not.
It's not. Yeah, it's not disallowed or anything, and it does lose you time still.
Because you know what that means, Crack Attack. That is not the slowest time on the leaderboard. So I mean, hey.
Time.
It's fantastic. I mean, to be honest, it's almost second place. So, you know, I think I'm feeling positive. I think you're going to get through 4 here with the A ranking, and you're going to save yourself 4 freaking minutes. Are you ready for that?
Okay, yeah, that sounds great. Did we see movie 11?
Not yet. It doesn't play at the end of this. I think it only plays when you.
We can go in the gallery and see it. But we can see it after.
Yeah.
It's a good ending to the Contra series.
Yeah, we can watch it after you finish. We finish off here, and then we can sign us all off for sure.
Like a minute or two.
So this is for all the marbles here. So if you know, Crack Attack could come from the clutches of defeat to victory and glory here if he pulls off a complete run. I mean, truly, it's literally anyone's game because Real Critical could easily not get an A ranking in one of the missions and have to restart it. It's totally a possibility.
One restart's enough, yeah.
Yeah, one restart is enough. So you could both restart. It could be really close down to the wire. We're about to find out.
Yep. And Craig said he didn't practice ending 4. Now he did. Right? So.
Yeah.
Here's my
now
practice
the practice has been done. So.
That was your practice.
No excuse now.
Exactly.
Yep. I do consider you the more reliable and like, you know, steady runner, so maybe that's going to be enough for you. I would need a lot more time. We'll see.
Okay, are we ready?
Yeah, I'm ready when you are.
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay, perfect. So this is game number 5 for all the marbles. In 3, 2, 1, go.
Good luck, have fun again. On a race.
I gotta tell you, like, even though, you know, I always love to see a new run get on the leaderboards. Even if it's not perfect, it's always exciting to see. Because, you know, there's better things to come, and more runners, and more excitement.
That's exciting, I would agree.
Definitely, like, in the grand scheme of speedrunning, I definitely think that people shouldn't just go for top times, but just play to get better times for their own skill level.
I agree.
And yeah, whether it's going to be a run that Craig is going to be satisfied with, I very much doubt. But in general, yeah, don't wait to get the world record. Just submit your stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. Get on the board.
PB is a PB. Yep.
I agree. Like, if you just enjoy the game, then just play it. That's simple.
To be quite honest, it looks like a quite fun game to just run through with all the blasting and explosions.
It is a lot of fun, if you ask me.
Like, it feels just even from a viewer that it has satisfying gameplay.
Yep.
Like, you're not dealing with any weird platforming stuff here, you know? You're just running and gunning.
Yep, that's actually it's the only Contra game I managed to finish because I very much struggle with platforming. So, oh no, babyface, don't do it! Don't do it!
You just shush it. Shh. Baby face.
It worked.
Unbelievable.
It worked.
Okay, barely got the baby face still too.
Oh.
The boss is something else. That's your. If there's any place to curse, it's that one.
I was saying before the race that the squid is gonna decide it. Actually, so the boss in stage 3. Yeah, maybe it's gonna be babyface. But right now it looks like we both got it. So.
I think 3 deaths with 1 extra turret. I don't know what the percentage is. I haven't done the math in my head.
I know that's the thing with this Shattered Soldier Neo Contra. You know, there's head math that's involved with the speedrunning, but it's not too intense. You know, you just get the feel for it.
I think they got it. We'll see.
Yeah,
If it's not 1 extra death, then I'm good.
I got 96.
I got 96 as well. Okay, I was wrong. There we go.
Perfect.
That's all you gotta do. You just play the game.
And what's nice when you have like these mission selects, like if you want to work on a specific mission, you can just play that one over and over again. It's not like you have to go through 1, 2, and 3 to get to 4. Like obviously when you have 5, 6, and 7, it's a little bit different. But
you also have a stage select that's unlockable, so...
Yeah, so if you want to learn the game, it's got that built into it.
Yep.
You don't have to beat all of those stages to get to the one that you need to practice. You can just practice the one you need to practice.
Very much.
It's a very much
it is a very
game
accessible
level too. Like optimizing each individual level is like the way to go. Especially practicing this game.
Yep.
Yeah, it's nice not having to get those save states set up, you know? Like, there's been some games that I've played where I've had like, you know, like 96 save states, but this one doesn't feel like that's something that you would need. I mean, for bosses, obviously, yeah, but...
Yeah, the stage 5 is on a longer stage, and that's it.
Is it 7 minutes or something, stage 5, or is it only 3.5?
No, it's 3.5, and
okay.
it's 4 minutes and
5.
Yeah, so that's not too long.
Yeah, then that's the longest one. In pretty much any category.
All right, well, on screen, you're both still very close, so this is exciting. Just get those A ranks.
Yeah, stage 2 is not going to be the one deciding it.
Yeah, it is actually probably the easiest stage of the whole thing.
Yep.
That's always nice. It's always nice to have a stage that you don't have to stress out about.
Yep, just get this one out of the way.
Play your game.
I already died at the beginning.
Oh, not you. Not you, by any means.
No, you do.
The commentator cursing each other.
I hope not.
I didn't even know how much percentage that those turrets do. I should know this.
2% each, actually.
Oh, okay,
really
so
huge.
I just can't die at all. Just don't die.
Yep.
You just don't die. It's easy.
I'm
like holding my breath over here. Just
I
so
really can't
patient.
just die at all. I really lose a percentage.
I believe.
There's a glitch at this boss here where I can actually die still. That didn't happen on nice.
I found that out a little bit ago, actually. So there's stuff in this deck.
It's really painful. Right at the end of the easiest stage in the game.
This little person that you're fighting kind of reminds me of that Mortal Kombat character, the one with the blade hands. What the heck was that one's name?
Baraka?
Yeah, Baraka. Reminds me of Baraka.
They didn't die.
Good work.
Nice.
All right.
Barely 90.
2 more. I can't hear the sound because I am not privy to the music, but do we get the classic Contra sound when we finish the level, or is it all new Neo Contra sounds?
Like a remix of it, kind of. It's not exactly the same.
I recently picked up
unfortunately,
the
one
LP
knows.
for Contra, and it's awesome. It's like red and blue, and has their pictures on one side and the enemies on the other side. It's a really cool, and it has all the music.
Nice. I like it when they do, collections for that kind of stuff. I very much enjoyed my share of the Guilty Gear soundtrack.
Oh yeah, totally fun. It's like classic nostalgia. You know, you don't even completely have to hide it from people who may question your life choices.
Yeah. Not that anyone would ever do that over video game stuff.
Oh, never. That would never happen.
Oh, what? No.
Yeah. Unbelievable, this game. I swear.
Contra giveth and Contra taketh.
Yep. You got backups though, so... I do at the point I am, so...
Heck, I feel like you got backups for your backups.
Yeah, that's fair. It's all math, we got 5% to work with. I guess we explained this at the end of the last run. The end. Towards the end of the last run, but every enemy has a certain percentage attached to them, and every death we take takes away 1%. So those 5% we don't have to get for the 95%. We can work with. We can either skip enemies, or we can go for safety and take like extra deaths.
Yeah, it's almost to your choosing. It's like a choose your own adventure and how you want to play it.
Yep, and it's needless to say quite risky, especially in the later stages.
I call that squeaky bum time. When it gets risky.
You know it.
Yeah, it's neat with the bosses having more health that you get to see parts of them that you didn't experience before.
Yeah.
All new stuff
Except
to deal with.
At the squid boss where you really don't want to see it, but...
Yeah, really bad squid here.
I didn't have the optimal one either. Far from it. Alright, stage 4. That's the one that Craig didn't take the reach right before, and that's the one I'm also the most scared of.
That's a very scary stage indeed.
I'm feeling optimistic.
I'm not sure I am.
Oh, that squid's
I'm
giving
feeling
you the business.
optimistic when I do it.
Grab it. I just can't afford any more deaths.
So, I'll pose this to Real Critical because I don't know where position you're at, but can you roll out of damage? Like, will it hit you?
Yes.
Like, what I'm trying to ask is, can you like roll through stuff?
Yes.
Yeah, there's two different ways you can do. You can avoid damage, well, other than just regularly dodging bullets, which is just one is rolling away, and then there is a spot dodge, which I both will illustrate on top of a helicopter rotor for good measure. So yeah, there's multiple ways you can do. There is only one good use for the spot dodge in the speedrun, which is in stage 6, and yeah, whether that's good is arguable too. But the rolling is especially useful for Catalan Jaguar. Not to dodge, interestingly enough, but to... almost died there. But to cancel the animation from the sword. So what's happening is... the sword actually takes forever to hit, as usually, like strong attack and whatnot. They figured, yeah, sure, let's just let the animation take forever. If you just roll after slashing, it'll take almost no time.
This game
is so ridiculous. Use it more often.
You can run on helicopter blades and roll while you're running on helicopter blades, and roll in place.
Well, you notice your feet keep moving while you're rolling.
It's just that fun.
It's hilarious. I mean, that is my favorite part. Like, I feel like you just need a GIF of you running around on helicopter blades. Like, full entertainment value right there.
I think I got it.
With all of your swears, Real Critical.
All my swears. That's a lot of swears.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of spins with the helicopter blades, you know?
Yeah, that's fair.
Alright, we're blasting. this is just like, we didn't even discuss this, but this is just like every Contra, which is one hit, one kill. Like you die if you get hit.
That's right.
You don't have a health bar, it's just one hit KO.
Yep.
So there's a lot of stuff flying at Real Critical and Crack Attack here that they are having to avoid if they want to make this A rank.
Yeah. A lot of the enemies really aren't dangerous. Like they will stand around there and shoot a bullet in like whatever random direction that we aren't in anymore for like 5 minutes. But then there's other enemies that are really dangerous.
Can I get the percentage? I don't know.
I'm feeling lucky. Yeah. Beauty.
That all comes down to, I think, to stage 5. Also.
Yep.
Well, look, you're basically okay. I'm gonna commentator curse you right here, but you're basically guaranteed second place here. So just keep it up.
We're up.
At least second place, yeah. Oh no.
Yeah. There's more hot dog buns, except these ones are moldy that are running at Real Critical here.
Skip the percent somewhere apparently.
Yeah, that's always frustrating when you miss something. Like, I don't know what it was. Especially in stage 5, there's a lot of like these bigger spiders count as percentage too. So you really need to get all of them.
Yep. All the big ones, none of the small ones.
The small
which
ones
means
give
I
any
can take
percent?
one death less. Nope.
The small ones
There's a lot of
count.
critters that just don't make a difference.
Got it.
The small ones do not count, so trying to differentiate between the big and the small ones is also another thing you gotta be wary of.
Is it similar to Shattered Soldier, where things that respawn don't give percentages?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
Or to put it a different way, everything that does give a percentage doesn't respawn, everything else does.
Right. Yeah, that makes sense. So yeah, okay, that's very similar to Shattered
Few
Soldier.
exceptions, but yeah.
Yeah, that boss is not my favorite. It's scary. The one with like the pink mist.
Yeah. Centipede, I guess.
It's a thing of nightmares. Those are the things. Okay, if you have a basement, I don't know, you get those millipedes or whatever that run around. They're actually like quite friendly and good for like your indoor house health, but they're freaking terrifying, just like that boss.
Oh no.
Okay, so you're saying that this is the last stage of very concern, and then we should be smooth sailing to the end?
Pretty much.
Okay,
The
let's
last
do it.
stage where we can miss our ranks, let's put it that way.
Yeah.
There can be other deciding stages coming up. We'll see.
Oh, I just realized there's creepy tongue head things. Oh, I don't like this one either.
Yep.
With eyeballs. What is this? Where are we right now? Are we? Is this version of Alien Lair? Because it kind of reminds me of that.
This is the first part. It's a redo of it.
It's a really great thing where the eyes are actually on the side and not attached to the head. It's a really interesting design. I don't know why they did it, but
Maybe they're alien owls.
yeah. Come on now. Could use a quick color or 3.
I'm like, does the
Getting
leg
it.
do anything here? I don't even know. I'm fascinated by all the boss model choices. I think that's probably one of the most interesting parts about Contra is what wild thing have they done this time?
I'm sorry. Yep, I have to technically redo stage 5, which I cannot. So, yep.
I have to mess it up too then.
What? This is your time. You can't mess it up, Crack Attack. What are you talking about? Real Critical could be just throwing red herrings. I don't even know. Yeah.
I don't know. I died twice, so unless I'm just gonna try to be somewhat safe, I guess.
So real talk though, can you not redo stage 5?
I might not even get the percentage.
I could do it from the option menu, but yeah, let's be honest. If Crack manages to get an A rank here,
it's 80% going into the boss count line, right? I think.
It should be 80 if you killed everything. Yeah.
Okay, they kill everything. I need to not die 5 times.
I skipped 2 enemies, I think, and if I had killed at least one of them, I would be fine
Yeah,
right
this
now.
is why we didn't do ending 5, because it's even more punishing.
Yeah.
This is exactly what we were talking about at the beginning of this race. Like, this is the thing that can change everything, right? You have one unfortunate mission, and that's it. That's the run. And in this case, Mission 5 is actually a total run killer because you can't even redo it.
Yep, exactly. I could have retried it from the pause menu had I known that I had too few percentage, but I actually thought that this was going to be fine.
I think I died 4 times.
Oh, I'm really curious. We're all rooting for you here, by the way, Crack Attack, because we want to see you get
I got the ranking.
time on the board here.
Yeah, I got the ranking. I did it really slow, so I don't even want to put this time on the board.
No, what are you talking about? All time. What did we discuss earlier? That all the times are valid.
The perfectionist to me, I can't do it.
I'm telling you.
I'll do it.
Okay, thank you. That's what I was about to say.
Thanks for the Neo Contra community.
Yeah.
Community.
No, because it's going to be even more existent after all of this, and after my hand is fixed. Plus, this will just give you motivation to get a better time, to put a better time on the board. Because you won't like seeing it there, so you'll want to replace it.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, let's just do that. Let's do another run.
I got you. Okay, so this is stage 6. This is the one that you were saying is nearly impossible to...
Not the way I'm playing.
Yeah, I was about to say. I'm a little worried. We'll see.
But stage 6
can you retry this one? I'm just gonna retry it.
Yeah, I was about to ask, how does it work? Can you just pause now and retry?
I'm pretty sure, yeah, okay, you can retry.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah, just do it if you feel you need to. This is all part of the practice. You know, this is all part of the motivating you to go faster.
Meantime, I'll be setting up movie 11.
Yeah, do that. That's a great idea.
So I have some purpose.
Oh, you have plenty of purpose.
Movie 11 is the greatest purpose of all.
This is a legendary upset at this point, to be quite honest. I'm just kidding. I'm
pretty
trolling
sure
now.
It's not going to disappoint.
I'm very curious about this. Like, you're giving it a lot of hype. Like, what actually happens in this video?
I've ever seen in the Contra series.
Really? Okay. Well,
I can
stay tuned then.
That.
You might afterwards claim that you've not seen it. Just saying.
I see. It's one of those. Then got it. That's so funny. I'm really looking forward to it. I might have to just unmute the stream so I can actually hear the sound. Is the sound valuable, or am I going to be satisfied with just visuals?
It's very valuable, especially at the end.
Okay. All right. Got it.
Yep. Definitely required.
That's great.
I'm about to finish stage 6.
All right. So this is what you're saying are the 5 bills.
Yeah, basically. Like, this isn't even my final form about 4 times.
I just don't understand why they all explode at the same time when you're not even hitting them all. Like, I guess they're just linked by DNA or something?
Yeah, like fake doppelgangers.
So weird.
Holograms. Who knows?
And this thing is just so bizarre to me. Like, what is happening here?
Yeah.
It's unhinged. It's almost a bit like just keeping Darth Vader's head alive. We got Bill Vader.
Yeah, that's very accurate.
Like the cinematic ending of this, it's like go in the ocean and ride a dolphin, and that's why, because you're falling to Earth.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, I actually need to not that.
I'm not sure that they ever show how they're getting from space to the dolphin, though. They got their ways.
Is it a whale?
That's what the fanfic is for.
Yeah, I think it's a whale, actually. I could be wrong. That would be one of the
right. Yeah, I'm not sure.
Okay,
Dolphin whale.
1838.
Wait, did you do it? Did we get spoilers from the future?
Yes. I'm coming from the future. I'm letting you know. 1838.
Nice. Very nice.
Hey,
GG.
very nice. GG. Good work.
Yeah,
And
so,
also, you took it. You didn't think that you would, and you did.
Yep.
So.
We did 5 rounds. That's impressive.
Yeah.
Yep.
You
That's
took it
good,
to the very
we
end.
did the full showcase, including the upcoming movie 11. I'm also from the future. I know that we're gonna watch it.
That's the reason I signed up for this.
Yeah.
To watch the movie. Yeah, that was wonderful, you two. GG, both of you. Truly, Crack Attack is going to take the crown for today, but I'm sure there'll be rematches in our future. It was really fun to actually see Neo Contra played, since so many of us either didn't know it existed or never seen it before. So, thank you.
Yeah, thank you for having us.
Thank you.
Thank you, Craig, for the races.
Are we going to get to see this glorious movie that you've been hyping up?
Sure. So I'm not sure who of us has game audio right now, but if I can get confirmation that it's me, I'm happy to start it.
Oh yeah, can we? We're good. Okay, perfect.
Okay, I'll be
All
silent.
right, here it
All right,
goes.
we're gonna give it a moment.
Let's enjoy this in silence. It's not over until we're back on this screen here, just as a word of warning. All right, here we go.
The suspense is killing me. I think we're missing audio. We need audio. I mean, what is that? The State Puff Marshmallow Man Earth?
Just watch.
Yeah.
Okay,
So now you know.
So whoa, the Earth blows up, and wait, why are we swimming? Are we swimming through the debris in space with no mask?
It appears that way.
Holding on to someone's underoos.
Go right through the Jaguar there. And this is canonically how the Contra timeline ends.
I mean, what a finish.
Those are the producers.
That did not disappoint.
Charles, earlier you mentioned that now that we in the DVD age, there's all kinds of cinematics you can put on it. They thought that this is how they will use this medium and their power.
I mean, I wish I could have been there with them because they must have had a real good time. Wow. Okay. Well, that was awesome. Thank you for sharing that. I think that's a great way to end our Eat Leftovers, Watch Contra Races event here. That was wonderful. Again, truly, I would like to thank Crack Attack, Real Critical for showcasing Neo Contra. That was truly fantastic. I really appreciate it. GG's to you both. Crack Attack, you have to post that time. You don't have a choice. I'm gonna be refreshing speedrun.com until I see that run up there. So you will get DMs if I don't see it. But only for bigger and better things. That was great. I really hope that we have some people from chat, some other Contra runners, or maybe new runners join the fray. So thank you again.
Thank you.
Definitely.
And chat, be sure to follow Real Critical and Crack Attack. Also, from our NES OG Contra Racing earlier, we had a wonderful showcase from JD Silva, Gagai, and Archie Coffee. So, huge shout out to everyone coming together to put on this event. It is wonderful. Mixer, thank you. Thank you for running the behind the scenes. Thank you to Wookie for commentating with me and the viewers out there for supporting. We are going to be working towards setting up another event in December, so stay tuned for more Contra races. You can always join the Contra Discord. We have one communal Contra Discord for all of the games. It's a great place. Everyone's super friendly, and you are more than welcome to join us there. I believe we are going to raid the legendary Jackie-O, who is the world record holder for Contra 3 normal percent and world record holder for a bunch of the percents in Contra 3. Jackie-O is the fight stick champion. Until then, thank you all again so much for watching Contra Races, and we'll see you next time. Take care, everyone.